NCRP Productions proudly presents the 4th of July Special 2023. A variation of kids on bikes, dads on lawnmowers.
Welcome back. My name is Mike, and I will be your GM, and this session we are playing Kids on Bikes with a Twist. Now, since we have some new characters, we're going to jump right into this, and we'll meet you guys in a few minutes here.
Now, when you're saying it's going to have a twist, what's the twist? Are we going to talk about it?
Nope.
Okay.
The twist is lime.
Which is also the safe word.
Oh my god. All right, well, yep, we're bringing that energy into this session. Okay. Oh. It is a balmy, late summer afternoon in Rocksborough. Sweeping over the town, we see families enjoying time together in the private sanctuaries of backyards. There are fathers grilling, children throwing lawn darts at each other and splashing about in above-ground pools, and moms yelling at children for throwing lawn darts at each other and splashing around in above-ground pools. Nearly every house proudly displays the red, white, and blue, be it on bunting, wreaths, tablecloths, or flags. There's a sweet scent of almond blossoms, and the whisper of a high-pitched giggle travels on the wind. Down near the center of town, we see 4 children of appropriate 8th grade age, sneaking out of the windows of a library, carrying an ancient-looking grimoire that glimmers in the fading sunlight, and one red-haired boy watching them, holding split-open bags of dog poop in each hand. But let's not stop here. No, we're going to head back across town. We're stopping to visit those individuals over there. Yes, those ones. The slightly chubby, balding gentlemen standing in the grocery store parking lot. Their wives and girlfriends have signed them up to put on the town's 4th of July BBQ. And after a quick 4 hours in the bowling alley, they're off to get the necessary provisions. So let's go around and meet our new party. We'll start with you.
Well, I'm Dirk, 48. My main fear is the government. My main goal for this 4th of July weekend is to eat at least 8 hot dogs. I'm a little paranoid. I'm a little hot-tempered. Also balding with a mullet, and I'm wearing a band tee of my failed college band. We did tour 3 or 4 states, mostly around the Great Lakes, so, you know, that'll do it.
What is your name?
Dirk.
And what is your name?
Dirk also. I'm Sequoia.
And let's go over to you.
Hi, it's Barry, and I will be voicing Albert Plimpton. Albert is the local librarian. He is 57 years of age and has a major fear of not having the right answer for everything.
Hey everybody, it's Pedro, and I'm playing Roger Frederick, and I'm your local school therapist. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm really happy that you're here. Oh, and just so you get a little vision of me, well, I do like to wear my nice button-up shirt, sweater vest, tie, my nice dress pants, all in various pastel colors. My nice cropped salt and pepper hair really kind of tie it all back together, and well, I always also carry around a little friend just for those hard times, and that's Dr. Moray, but we'll get to him later.
And we'll go to you.
All right. Hi, this is John in the real world, but in the game, in the fantasy world tonight, I will be playing Brett Calvin. And that'll be the voice for Brett. Brett Calvin is Melvin Calvin's dad. A 34-year-old had Melvin a little too young with a woman who has very different ideas of how to raise a child. Brett is blunt, absent-minded, and fears that the other parents think he's lame because he's significantly younger than some of them. And the rest shall be revealed.
All right, gentlemen. So, as I said, after a long work week, you guys decided to go spend, a quick 4 hours in the bowling alley, where you've bet over, pints of beer, things like this.
Schlitz.
Yeah, you guys might be a little tipsy, and as you were coming out of the bowling alley, one of you happened to remember that you guys have a thing that you're supposed to be preparing for.
Now, fellas, that was a really good game we all played. I think we all put in our best effort, but something's just dawned on me, and well, I think we might have forgotten we have a little event to get to. Aren't we supposed to be helping with that barbecue today?
Oh my gosh, I do believe we were supposed to be setting up the barbecue. Well, we have enough time. I say we get to it.
We don't have anything, I don't think. I don't have, and I'll pat my little jacket, my little sweater, and I say, I don't have anything on me. I got a wallet with some money though, and hopes and dreams.
Jesus H. I got some paper plates in my truck we could use, but maybe we should swing by the Gettin'.
Well, I got the wiener.
Yes. Brett, did you bring anything else today?
No.
Okay, well,
You got
I think
hot
stopping by
dogs?
the Piggly Wiggly is the right choice.
Are you saying you got hot dogs, or are you talking about your cock?
Well,
Sorry, I'm talking about my cock again.
it is a very good joke. You should be proud of it.
Thanks, Roger. I'm just not used to hanging out with, such mature individuals as yourselves.
Put a hand on your shoulder and say, "You're doing a fine job."
You are a regular Red Skeleton.
It was funny the first 3 times.
Now, what we should do, though, is we shouldn't just go running right to the Piggly Wiggly. We should, maybe make a little bit of a game plan. So what do we need, fellas?
So apparently we don't need plates.
So after 4 hours of drinking and bowling, what do all of you remember that you need for this barbecue that's taking place in a couple of days here?
I'm going to allow them all to go first.
Okay.
Lots of hot dogs.
You need lots of hot dogs, obviously.
That's very good, Dirk. Yes, we do need hot dogs and various meats. You're correct.
Hamburgers.
Actually, I have a question to bring up before the group. If Dirk is intending to eat at least 8, what do you think the other families will want to eat? Do we need 8 per person?
Well, we're going to be serving a lot of the community, so we're going to have to,
Well, the population at the front of the town does put us at 813 as of today, and that would give us, 6,501 hot dogs. I'm not certain if that's divisible by the standard hot dog package of 12, but give me a moment.
Albert, that was fascinating, really. Very good, but I think the average is going to be a little bit lower.
We'll need a cooler. We could just get a cooler and buy as many hot dogs as fit in the cooler. We could even take the hot dogs in the store, put them in the cooler, we close the cooler, and then we just buy the cooler. No one notices, and then we got all that money that our wives gave us, and then we could go get extra beer.
You want to steal from our local grocer?
Albert looks fairly sad.
well,
I
that-
don't presently have a wife.
Well, don't worry. I'm sure the right one's out there. Aren't you? You're dating someone now. Wait, Garrett's mother, right?
Oh, why, yes. We just met this morning for coffee. I'm intending to woo her at the 4th of July party.
It shouldn't be too hard. I mean, Garrett's mom, she does tend to get around.
That's the Bronco that will never get broke.
I'm not certain what the reference is for, but
She's a fine woman. Yes, we're all very.
Fine-ass woman, right, Dirk?
I believe everyone here is acutely aware of how fine of a woman she is. Yes.
Oh, and I shall woo her myself. This will be wonderful. I can't wait. But
You need to pick up a pack of smokes.
again, I'm kind of
Albert,
lost
go ahead
for
and
the
make a
reference.
brains roll for me.
This is one of the things I am actually well equipped for,
bring her
but still
Big
ended
Mac.
up with a 9.
You ended up with a 9?
9. Ah! a 10 because as dads on lawnmowers,
Yes.
we get a +1 for brains.
That's true.
A 10.
So with you're getting the jokes. They're saying that your beloved girlfriend that you met
All
this morning
fucked
is a
Karen's
slut.
mom.
I'm now feeling a little bit incensed.
I mean, it's still cool. Like, it's still cool, right?
What's cool?
I'm not certain if that is cool.
What are you talking
but let's for a moment assume it is and move on.
And I think, Brett, I think you made a wonderful point as well. We will need drinks. We'll need refreshments. Yes.
Yeah.
And what kind? You mentioned beer. What else would we be drinking at a barbecue?
Light beer.
Light beer, normal beer.
I think
What
maybe.
what about you, Dirk?
I think we might get better prices at the wholesale.
Yes, we. That is a very good point. Excellent.
Jesus H.
Well, remember, what we used to do was we just go out back of the grocery stores, usually a truck or something back there. Like, just...
Do you mean to say you stole a truck? I don't think that's true, Brett.
No, I'm just saying, it's all they're always moving things in and out of the grocery store.
I will let you know that in my day, a beer was but a quarter a piece. It was much easier. It was much easier to come upon a 12-pack.
Do I feel like we're the same age?
No, you do not. I'm a good 10 years your senior.
Oh.
So while all this is going on, you guys are having this conversation while stumbling around town, heading, in the direction of the Piggly Wiggly, knowing that you probably shouldn't drive the cars that you've now left at the bowling alley.
Well, I think you're putting a lot of faith.
I can definitely...
Because I would have been going towards my truck.
The 80s, Mike.
There has been some consideration that possibly there would be a seatbelt law placed in, wherein we would have to wear seatbelts when within the truck.
I'm confident enough that I'm sober. Now, by the way, one thing I forgot to mention, I'm always smiling. Always. There's always a very kind smile on my face.
Absolutely, not unsettling in the slightest.
No.
I heard they want us to put babies in some kind of special seat in the car now.
Yeah, Dirk, you were talking about that. It's going to have some, electrical thing that shoots into them or something.
I'm, going to roll down my window and, put it in reverse. And then, kind of steering behind me. Yeah, they're always trying to put litigations on our freedom.
Dirk, I trust you completely, but I'll offer again. I can drive if you'd like.
The engine is running. We are moving.
Oh, I know. It's
just going to drive
wait a minute. I know how this goes.
Look, keep your
Shotgun.
eye on the road. It would be...
You want to drive. You never drive another man's truck.
Well, okay. Just eyes on the road. You're doing wonderful.
And so the bench seat is taken by the driver and the running shotgun.
I'm peeking through the window of the truck. Is that a truck?
There's back door things.
Okay, good.
You got a couch set in the back of the truck, right?
Yep,
It's
there's a couch in the
3
bed.
milk crates. It's not a couch.
3 milk crates in the bed of the truck
There's
to sit on.
newspaper on them.
You want to ride with me, Roger? I got the landscaping truck. There's plenty of room for stuff.
Yes, I think I'll ride with you. That sounds lovely.
All right, great. Which one of these keys?
I'll say, how about I drive?
Okay.
I'll take it.
I think it's the middle one.
Yes, I think you're correct. And I'll take the other one.
So you guys get into these trucks. Roger, you start up this truck. You notice that there is a trailer attached to this.
Don't worry about that. You can back up a trailer, right?
Yeah, life's all about experience.
There's a couple of riding lawnmowers in that trailer.
I'll do my best to back up. I imagine he's had to move heavy things before.
Roger's had to move heavy
Yeah,
things.
yeah, he's had to dispose of things. So as for if you want me to roll, I'll roll.
Oh my god!
But if you would like, I'll roll. But otherwise, while we're going, I'll just I'll ask you. Well, Well, and while we have a moment, how's young Melvin doing these days?
I don't understand that kid. He seems to be doing well. He's got some little friends now. That's cool, I guess. Yeah, he can't kick a ball. He can't throw for shit.
He does seem to be thriving with those three, mind you. They are a bit on the troubled side. They all have their little things. Everybody does, but
Yeah.
they're good. I think at heart. So I think it's a good influence.
It'd
for
do Melvin some good to get into a little trouble here and there. He's always reading these books. I don't get him. The way his mom just babies the damn kid. But I love her.
You do? And so, Roger, you're pretty sober, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna make you roll. Dirk, I'm gonna need you to roll flight.
My best stat.
Just for how well you're driving your truck.
Okay. A 3.
A 3.
I'm also blaring Leonard Skinner.
Honking the horn to the beat.
Kind of driving the
Endeavoring to get my mind off of this hair-raising drive. Dirk,
I'm gonna turn the radio up.
And I want to remind you that about a 7 is normal. Yeah, so, Dirk, you're kind of going all over the place.
I'm feeling the music. It's moving me.
And, I'm going to say you hit a few curbs on the way.
That's normal.
Just trying to cut corners.
I got big tires. It's okay.
I think they put the oversized tires on it last time.
By the time you get to the actual grocery store, there's definitely a loud clunking sound beneath the truck. And, who knows what that is. There's a loud scraping sound and a big trail of red stuff coming from behind the truck.
There's a walker back there.
You all end up parking, kind of in the grocery store parking lot.
When I get out of the truck, of course, I will take the 3 fingers that allow me to take the comb over and place it correctly on the far side.
I will also take off my Budweiser hat, scratch my bald head, and put it back on.
Well, Brett, we're here. That was a lovely talk.
I just love her so much.
I know, and I think we've made a real breakthrough.
Thank you, Albert.
You're welcome.
You won't tell the other guys about this, right?
Yeah, I promise. Now here, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull out like a handkerchief, and I'll say, "Here you go, go ahead." That's right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's get some beers.
Yeah.
Right?
Let's go do some manly stuff.
Cool. Yeah. Burgers and hot dogs, and remember, like my wiener.
Yes, like your
So the
wiener.
two groups converge.
Hey, Dirk. Hey, Albert. How was your ride?
You been crying?
No, I got some stuff in my eye from the vent.
Yeah, unfortunately, we hit a little dust patch on the way over.
It's like a dust cloud.
Dirk and I actually had an invigorating discussion.
I'm gonna spit on the ground.
Skinnered, right? I heard the music.
Yes, it was, as you say, Skinnered.
Yeah.
We gotta get some of the veggie burgers in here.
That would make my wife and child happy.
Jade's off meat too.
I believe often they are called Boca burgers.
Yes, it would be good to have a wide variety.
More like bullshit burgers.
I'm gonna
I see where you're going
towards the
there.
entrance.
So, moving
we're going there,
toward
Brett.
the entrance, you guys are swaying back and forth.
Absolutely.
Everyone except for, Roger. Roger's walking in a pretty straight line, and Albert, you're not doing too bad either.
I clear
Oh,
quickly.
it's the 80s. I start smoking.
Yes, you light a cigarette as you walk into the Piggly
Yes.
Wiggly.
Yeah.
So, walking into the Piggly Wiggly, there are the bright lights shining everywhere. These, beautiful fluorescent white lights that, for some reason, make it feel darker.
Do we need to get decorations for the tables?
Hell no.
We'll just throw some plants around.
Well, here, let's everybody go ahead and get
Football.
a cart. and let's go ahead and divide up the work. How about?
Very good. Very
Okay.
good. I can begin writing down the list. The list was
Jesus.
beer,
Yes,
light beer.
I think Brett, you came up with the idea for alcohol, so you should get a wide variety. You know, we did our beers and our liquors and our wines.
Usually my wife, like, she handles the finances. She gave me, I think, like $40.
I'll say, don't worry, you just get the stuff and I'll cover it.
Oh, that's real nice, Roger. You're a solid dude.
I'm assuming that you have a diners club then.
Yes.
Roger. has a
I've
little
tried
twinkle
twice
in
for
his
one
eye.
of those, but I have been unsuccessful so far.
So
They're very difficult to get.
So gathering up your carts, it's been decided that Brett is going to go get all of the alcohol.
I'm on it. Let's do it.
And what are the rest of you guys getting?
Meat.
Dirk, yeah, excellent. Yes, I was going to
All right, I'm
suggest.
gonna start moving.
Fucking Roger.
I shall get the buns.
Yes, very good. Can I say, Albert, you're acclimating with the group very well.
Well, thank you. Thank you. You know, if I'm going to be running with this crew, you know, both of their children do run with the Garrett boy.
Yes, I do.
Albert says all of this while still pointing at his butt.
You can stop pointing now. It was very funny.
But I was thinking that, you know, if I knew a little bit about the children, maybe I could impress Molly with my knowledge. What can you tell me about young lad Garrett?
Oh, well, I can't tell you anything about our sessions, but
So big wink eye. I get that. Please continue.
well, Garrett is a very understood young man. He is smarter than he gives himself credit for, and I think that he will go far in probably a trade school.
We're going to cut away from that and cut over to the two drunk assholes who are stumbling around with carts.
Yeah.
Who are we going to first? All right. So, Dirk McGucket, you're walking in a perfectly straight line.
Absolutely.
All these things keep jumping out and bumping into your cart.
This place is really disorganized.
It's obviously, this is some kind of like restocking day or something. And you make your way over to the meat department. You make a brains roll, actually.
Yeah, another really good stat of mine. Oh yeah, I'm about 3 again.
Oh,
Remember, you get +1.
Yeah,
And you
yeah,
don't-
yeah, I do.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I get 4 of these guys.
Oh, hell yeah.
So I get doubles.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And fun fact, that tags into the prepared because if I spend an adversary token, I get whatever I want.
You min-maxed your dad's October's character. You min-maxed
I did.
most dad thing.
I min-max jerk.
All this meat looks perfectly fine, Dirk.
Nice.
There's-
Gonna get like 50 hot dog packets, a single veggie burger box. That should
Is
do
that
it.
actually in the meat department, or is that in the bread department?
You just buy grass-fed beef and you think it's a veggie burger.
Exactly
That's
what I did.
100% what Dirk just did.
All right, that's a vegetarian.
It says grass on it, so.
I'll get 75 in total hot dog packages, and then I'll call it.
Okay, you're just getting hot dogs.
Yeah, and the grass-fed beef.
Right, and the
One
vegetarian burgers.
Yeah,
All right.
for my sweet little tiny dancer.
Okay. So as you are walking away from all of from this meat area, you happen to cruise over to the beer aisle where you're planning to, probably pick something up for yourself, and you see Brett. Brett,
Yeah.
you are reaching for something right now. What is it?
You were wearing a Budweiser hat?
Yeah.
The cart, and what I'm grabbing for is just tons of Budweiser.
Okay.
Like, Dirk will think this is cool. Dirk likes Budweiser.
As you're reaching for the Budweiser that is in the tall display of Budweisers,
Oh
As
God,
it-
is he going to the
as it-
pyramidal end cap?
touches your hand, it almost seems to push off of you and fall down onto the ground, the beer kind of spraying all over the place.
Okay, yeah, I grab the cart and I start walking away. My face goes stark white, and I just look dead ahead and I just start walking.
And looking dead ahead, you can see that that Dirk is there.
I wave, I go, go, Dirk, go.
I go.
So I kind of fucked up. There's a big mess back there, but there's still plenty of beer to get. Do you like anything besides Budweiser?
No.
Well, I'm not going back there. I'm not going back there, Dirk. I hate to say it.
So what exactly do you have in your cart?
Nothing. That's nothing.
All right.
I like hams.
Let's just go around to the liquor side of the aisle.
That'll be fine. We've already had beers today. We might as well. Yeah.
I just start.
The 4th of July is in a few days, so...
Start grabbing Jameson bottles.
As you go to grab a Jameson bottle, it slips out of your hand, smashing on the ground.
I grab Dirk and I says, let's go. Start pushing you away.
I'm gonna just stay still and grab your shirt, and I'm gonna reach again.
You reach and you grab onto another one, and you almost feel like somebody is like beneath it, pulling it down. It flies out of your hand, smashes on the ground.
Yeah, you're right.
At this point, a grocery store clerk comes walking up and says, "Excuse me, gentlemen."
What?
He looks down at all of the broken glass and the whiskey, and then he looks up at you and looks back down at that, and goes, Do you know what happened here?"
Yeah, we dropped the bottles.
You got a bunch of slippery bottles. That's on you, right?
Go fetch your sawdust, and go fetch your mop, and go fetch your bucket, and then bring some caution signs.
Okay.
I'm well parsed in this sector, okay, son?
So I think I might have to ask you gentlemen to leave. And, oh my god, why do you smell so bad? He says to you, Dirk.
I'm gonna grab him by the shirt. What did you just fucking say to me? I shake him.
You smell like rotten meat.
Brett.
Does Dirk smell like rotten meat? I inhale strongly.
You inhale strongly. That's great. Yeah, make a grit roll.
I will grit. 4.
Okay, that's a fail.
Cool.
First of all, it smells terribly of rotten meat. And as you are falling, falling down toward the liquor shelf, you look at the cart and you notice that for some reason, Dirk has a cart full of rotten meat.
Okay.
At that point, you hit the shelf of liquor.
Alright. I knock over the shelf, I start dry heaving. I'm gonna try to get up. And I'm gonna try to start walking out of the store.
Just a flight roll, please.
Okay. I'm just gonna leave. This is a bust.
His
I'll
dry
find new
heaving
friends.
is making me kind of gag a little bit too.
I rolled a 1.
You stand up and slip multiple times. The smell is getting to you. You end up throwing up a little bit on your shirt, and that makes it smell more like alcohol in here. So, Albert and Roger.
I'm on my hands and knees, just crying again.
I'm throwing up between myself and the store guy.
So, Albert and Roger, you guys are on the other side of the store. You begin to hear all of that shit that I just said.
So, Roger, if there's anything that you could give me for, well, what do you think's going on over there?
Well, it sounds...
God damn it!
It's just so stinky.
Well, considering it's hard to even get the words out with being
You hear a bunch of bottles smash.
I think the explanation is long. We should go over there. I think our friends are in need of help.
Let's get out of here, Dirk.
I'll quickly walk over there, pushing the cart still.
I'm pushing the cart as well.
So pushing the carts, you see a grocery store clerk come walking out from this aisle looking horrified. He has vomit all down his smock. and it reeks terribly of booze. You can see that he has glass all over his shoes.
I'm fairly certain that he ran into the two of them. I can smell what we drank earlier.
I'll pull out another handkerchief and hand it to him and say, well, hi, friend. It looks like you're having a bit of a rough night. What seems to be going on?
The two men came in here and essentially acted like terrorists.
Well, I'd be interested to see who you're talking about.
Those two, and he points directly at Dirk
like-
and Brett.
We're like clinging to each other, trying to stand up and falling.
Brett is crawling on the ground.
I'll come up and I'll kind of fold the handkerchief and hand it to him and say, well, I'm very sorry for your trouble, son. Here you go. I think that might help. Folded like a 20 into it.
Oh, nice.
And then
$100 in the
It's like 80s money.
Yeah.
I could buy a
So-
house.
I'll say, Albert, we should go help our friends.
I believe we should. Maybe the cart would be the way to help them.
Me walking down there, fellas, I think you could use some help.
Oh, thank God.
As
I
we
think
walk
Roger's
past the carts, is the one full of rotten meat?
It's full of rotten meat.
I certainly hope that was not what they picked up.
Yeah, it's all full of just rotten hot dogs.
I'll go.
And a package of grass-fed beef that is also rotten.
You know what I'm concerned about? I don't believe that Dirk read the use-by label.
Oh my.
For that matter, I'm concerned more that the Piggly Wiggly left it there for the...
No,
I believe that would be 9 days?
it says that it's perfectly fine.
Expiration dates are a scam anyways.
The expiration date isn't
Oh,
for...
really?
It's
Okay.
not for a few more days.
Government trying
Then
to
my
take food out
concern
of
is
our
they
mouths.
left it out.
Are these two just on the ground right now?
They're on the ground,
Yeah.
half crying,
Yeah, throwing up some of the
vomiting.
bit.
I'll come over
They're
and
crawling around through the glass.
crouch down, and I'll say, all right now, fellas, come on. Now stop crying. Everything's going to be okay. Now, I can see you're going through a bit of a rough time, and you know what? There's something that always helps me when I'm having a tough time.
Jesus
And
Christ.
it's
You know
so
what?
funny.
Just pull yourselves together, man. Get up. Act like... I don't know what's come over me, but I'm uncomfortable seeing this. I think the two of you should stand up and oh dear God.
Reach into my little sweater vest, and I pull out. It's a little puppet that goes on my hand. It's got a little suit on. It's like greenish brown. It has a little like fin on the back. Little glasses. Sharp razor-looking teeth. These really dead eyes behind glasses. It's a little eel, and it says, "Well, everybody, I think you should meet Dr. Moray right here." Well, hey, everybody.
Get that fucking thing out of my face.
Well, it sounds like somebody's
I'm
having
gonna
a bit of
swap
a...
for it.
Oh, no, now don't attack Dr. Moray. You need to talk about why you're swinging at me.
I like to try to stand up and fight the eel.
Go ahead and make a flight roll while this eel is talking to
Okay,
you.
my best stat. 3 again.
Oh yeah, I mean you're attempting to get up.
I'm gonna kick your ass, you fucking puppet.
Well, I think we're gonna have to delve into that deeper later. Now, Brett, why don't you pick yourself up so we can talk?
Dr. Moray,
Yes, thank you.
I'm trying. We gotta get out of this place right now. We fucked this whole thing up. We'll go to the liquor store, the gas station. They'll have something, right?
Usually the gas station actually has something on sale.
They've got something.
We're heading
They got
out to the
meat.
lake.
We'll just get the kids a bunch of jerky, put it on some bread. They'll be fine.
What I'm hearing is that you didn't fuck up, but you tried and didn't succeed. But that's okay, because sometimes we gotta ask for help.
I did try real hard.
Yes, you did. You should be proud of it.
The
Now,
bottles were slippery.
yes, they are.
Excuse me, gentlemen. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the store.
And I and Dr. Moray will both look at him. Say, well, I think we can do that. What do you think, Dr. Moray? Yes, I think we should go too. And I'll reach my hand out for Brett.
Okay, I'm gonna try and grab onto Roger's hand.
Okay.
I'm going to take a stronger effect and put both hands under the armpits of Dirk and lift him below the shoulders.
Okay, with all this help, you guys were able to get up.
Yes! We solved your fucking puzzle, dude! We win!
What do we get? Our treasure.
The treasurer is not getting arrested.
And I'll try and lead everybody out. I'll put Dr. Moray away. He's done his good job.
So you guys make your way out of the Piggly Wiggly.
It still concerns me that they put non-expired expired meat onto the shelves. I mean, the entire cart, did you notice, was filled at today's date.
I did, and I smelled it too. That is a shame, really. All right, well, fellas, I think we need to regroup. It sounds like, well, we tried. We gave it our best shot, and I'll put my hand on your shoulder that's covered in alcohol and vomit.
Have we considered the far side of town that that large Walmart place opened up?
Well, I don't know if they're open.
It's a Kmart, number 1. And number 2, they're always open.
They have groceries?
They got whatever you want.
My wife does not like shopping there. She says it's bad for local economy.
That is true. I've seen some studies. Well, I mean...
I was just called out. You guys will notice that I don't say anything.
I got work clothes in the back of my truck. I mean, first thing I'd like to put my overalls on, maybe, or something. I'm covered in filth. And
So do you change right there in the parking lot?
I'm a young buck. I'll just change.
I would like to fish a different T-shirt out of my milk crates.
A different Budweiser shirt.
My hat's Budweiser.
Sorry,
thank you.
your shirt is what?
It's
Molly
just like,
Hatchet.
It's like a skeleton with like an American flag flipping you off.
That's pretty cool.
My dad had that shirt.
Yeah, I'll pull out another shirt, and it's Pink Floyd.
It's a Pink Floyd shirt.
Yeah,
What did you roll for that?
I had a couple ideas in my head.
That's interesting. Interesting. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm putting on my work clothes. Do I
Yes.
successfully put on work clothes?
Yeah. Now, as you guys are going through this, one of you is getting naked in the parking lot, and the other
Someone
one...
hold the towel up.
And I'll hold the towel up.
Thank you.
And
Thanks, Dr.
the other one is kind of throwing random band shirts out of one milk crate and into another one.
Mm-hmm.
The two of you, Roger and Albert, you notice that there is a police officer kind of circling around the parking lot, almost looking like he's watching you guys.
Well, it looks like we should probably leave.
I think we've drawn attention to ourselves well enough, and the Kmart calls. Yes?
Yes. Oh, I think they might. And what time is it? Like late?
At this point, yeah, it's like 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Well, they might be our only chance this late, and if not, well, we're gonna have to strike out tomorrow and figure out where we can find us some food and snacks, some meat and alcohol.
If we were to leave early, we would probably beat the crowds.
Yeah.
We could go back to the bowling alley for a while.
We could do that, and
Yeah.
then tomorrow
We could, and we could plan for tomorrow.
Then we'd probably do a better job. I'll
think
bring,
so.
like, we could wear gloves.
Planning
for
is a
slippery
major
bottles.
portion of most of this.
Yes.
And you said they were slippery bottles, possibly sticky gloves. I know that they use those sometimes in Major League Baseball to catch the balls.
I think that would be a very fine idea. Some more male bonding is always good for friendships.
Jesus.
So, all of you, how are you guys getting to the bowling alley?
We're driving there.
We got eyes on us right now. You see?
Yeah, as you guys start to climb into the trucks, the police officer does kind of roll up and give you like a whoop whoop. Hey, gentlemen,
Bill, yes? What's going on?
What's up, you crazy bastard?
Why, Officer Bill, what a pleasant evening it is.
It was Bill Phil.
Roger, I didn't know you knew all these guys.
Why, yes, I know quite a lot of people in this town. You know, I work with a lot of their children.
He gives you guys, like, the officer gives you guys a really very, like, poignant look of, like, almost fear.
Say, and how's your young one?
Yeah, he's great. He's great. We don't have to talk about him right now. So it looks like you fellas are about to go out for a drive.
Actually, not a long one. We are heading to the bowling alley, in point of fact, to discuss plans for tomorrow.
All right, so look, guys, I know that this is a small town.
It's not actually that small. 813 people at this point, as of today for the population site.
Are you Are you arguing with me about the size of the town right now?
No, I was just
Albert,
pointing out the accuracy of size. I mean, generally, small town would be possibly.
Albert, make a grit roll.
When you get off, gonna come bowling with us?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
9.
9? Okay, yeah. The cup's trying to intimidate you a little bit, but you're not falling for it. So look, gentlemen, I can smell all of this booze on you guys.
That was simply just vomit. It was not spilled booze. None of us do that.
Brett fumble fingered some bottles inside. You can go look. I mean,
Yeah.
we're sober.
Dirk says bleeding from both of his hands.
Yeah, we're sober as birds.
So look,
However,
gentlemen.
I know that you, sir, are part of the police force, and to make certain that we arrive safely, you could turn on the vehicle's siren and lead us back to the bowling alley.
How did you know I'm part of the police force? He looks down at his uniform and then back at you.
Well, there are outward signs if I need to point them out.
And
I'm
you're going to
concerned
tell
about
me
your
that you
detective
haven't
time.
been drinking?
Oh,
Albert?
no, I did not say. I said there was no alcohol on
All right,
me.
I'll tell you what, fellas. If you guys get in your trucks and start to drive away, I'm gonna have to give you guys a DUI.
I think that
I have the answer. Pass your keys around.
I,
I will not be getting into my truck.
It's
You
not
will not be getting
Thursday.
into your truck.
I think what the nice officers try and tell us is that we will have to walk back to the bowling alley.
It's not that fucking far. Let's just go. I want a bowl. I want a drink.
Yeah. We just walk.
And we'll get to talk, all of us, a little bit more.
I think that's perfect.
Guys, I got it. No problem. I have an alternate form of transportation.
He points at the trailer attached to the back of his truck, where there are 2 riding lawnmowers.
I'm gonna make like a questioning shrug to Officer Bill.
Officer Bill Phil looks and goes, I mean, yeah,
We ain't
that's
gonna
not a
hurt
car.
anybody on a lawnmower.
All right.
Absolutely not. They're the safest vehicles.
No
on the
one's
planet.
ever been injured by a lawnmower.
The only thing that's safer than that is the Zamboni.
Yeah.
I'll say, and to make sure everything's fine, I'll drive one, and Dirk, you can come with me.
I ain't riding bitch on a lawnmower.
Oh, we don't have to call it that. It's just the back seat.
How many lawnmowers are there?
There's 2.
And I'm just smiling at it.
I'll take Brett.
I'm the most experienced lawnmower pilot here.
You're not driving.
I'll say, well, you know what, actually, then? How about this? You can drive in, and I'll go with Dirk. I'll ride in the back seat.
If you want.
You guys keep saying back seat. There's literally 1 seat.
All right, Albert, I'm going to show you
I did
how a
not say
freaking man
backseat.
handles a mower like this.
I am ready to ride over.
Talking 120
I shall take
cc's
bitch
of raw
upon
power.
the tractor.
It's not Thursday.
So 2 of you pile onto a lawnmower that's meant for 1 person.
Yeah.
It looks silly, but you guys are able to drive these things at a total of 4.5 miles per hour down the road. And it only takes you like 30 minutes to get back to the bowling alley.
I'm gonna wave my hat around.
You guys spend a lovely evening bowling and having fun and accomplishing absolutely fuck all.
I'll spend a little bit of time jotting something down in my notebook, some notes about tomorrow.
Every time I bowl a strike, I go, woo!
At 2 o'clock, they kick you all out, and you make your way back home. Who knows how you get there? That is not important. So the next morning comes. It is now July 2nd, and you all have still done absolutely nothing to prepare for this thing that you have to do in 2 days.
I like to think that Brett grabbed a container of ketchup at the bowling alley and brought that home in his pocket. I got something done.
So, Brett, you wake up in the morning on the couch.
There's ketchup all over.
You have a half-empty ketchup container in your pocket,
Yeah.
and it's been dripping onto the couch all evening.
I get up and I turn the pad over, the cushion on the couch, and I find the other ketchup stain that's there from the last time I did some shit like this.
It's mustard.
This time it's mustard.
It's mustard.
That was a good 4th of July last year.
So, it's way too early for you to be awake and doing anything. It's like 11 in the morning.
Calvin's up. He's watching cartoons.
I mean, Calvin, weirdly, is not, or Melvin is not here.
No.
He's off doing something. But you do hear a knock at your door as you're flipping over the couch cushion, realizing that side has mustard on it, and then trying to figure out what to do next.
I put a pillow on it. I put one of my wife's fucking throw pillows. I don't know why she needs so many pillows.
Just right in the middle of the couch.
Looks great. I walk over to the door and I open the door up.
And you see Roger standing there.
And I have like a different set of pastel, same outfit but different pastel patterns. And I look at you and with the big smile say, "Well, good morning there, neighbor. I thought I'd come by and we'll pick you up for the day. I think we should get started on setting up this barbecue. Get ready for it."
Yeah, Roger, that's great. Hopefully the bottles aren't so slippery today.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we gotta go find out. So, it doesn't look like you're ready yet. I thought you'd be ready. Well, that's okay. You know what? Go ahead and go get ready. I'll wait in the car.
Give me like 30 seconds. I'll just grab some dirty clothes out of the laundry.
Yes, because you are still fully in your work clothes
Yeah, I'm
that
wearing
you put
the
on last
coveralls.
night.
Yeah.
I go to my car and just grab the steering wheel, stare straight forward, smiling.
What type of car does Roger drive?
Yeah.
I'm thinking Lincoln Navigator is what I was thinking.
A Lincoln sounds
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, it's got 4 wheels. It's metal.
Yeah, it does have
Sequoia, you know so much about cars.
Thank you.
You're kind of a gearhead, aren't you?
Locked
Yeah,
it immediately.
get a
I mean,
wrench.
I think you know just a little bit more than I do.
Get a hammer and a screwdriver and go to work on this car.
There's some low-playing classical music as well.
Oh, God.
I grab some money off of
Just, you open up your wife's
my
purse.
yeah. I just grab some money. I quickly write a little note on the table. I write, "Took money, thanks, love Brett." I throw that note in the purse, and I shove the money into my dirty pocket, and I go out to meet Roger for this adventure.
Staring straight ahead as you walk up, I just turn to you and say, "Well, come on, get in the car. Let's go pick up the others."
I open the door to the car, and I sit in the car.
Are you in the front seat or the back?
I'm getting in the front seat. Front seat.
Just beneath the quiet classical music, you hear a faint tinkling of bells and just the slightest little giggle.
Roger, do you hear something? I turn the radio up to see if I hear that sound.
You turn the radio up, and Roger starts driving. And, Roger, where are you going next?
Well, I think next we should go pick up. Well, I got a call this morning that Albert wasn't going to be able to join us, actually, so we are going to go to Carl's house. And so I just go that way, and I say, "Oh, yeah, I should tell you, Brett, that Albert's not going to be joining us today."
Oh, that's all right. I mean, I thought Albert was a bit of a wet blanket.
Yeah, it sounds like things didn't end up working out for him and Garrett's mother.
You say that as you're pulling up in front of Garrett's house. And how do you approach this situation?
I'll say, "Well, do you want to go get the door, or would you like me to?"
Yeah, I'll get him. I'm really happy to be out of the car for a second. I open the door really fast, and I walk up to that front door, and I knock, knock, knock. And I knock, knock, knock.
You hear 2 latches, and then the chain, and then the second chain, the door opens. "Well, how you doing?"
Are you Carl?
Yes, Brett, we've known each other since school.
Oh, sorry. Long night.
Yeah, it looks like it.
How are
Long night for me, too.
Oh yeah. What do people in the '80s do? I high five you?
No, they didn't do that at that point.
Kiss him on the mouth.
A manly kiss on the mouth.
Yeah.
And
A
'80s.
stern peck.
an angry-looking, roughly like approximately 8th grade age child comes storming past, staring at the two of you.
Well, morning, Garrett.
He
How you
hops
doing?
he hops on his bike, flips you two off, and rides away.
I will.
He seems to be a pretty good kid. At least that's what Molly tells me.
I'll quickly step out of my car and say, "Have yourself a good morning, Garrett."
Fuck off!
Well, Carl, we gotta get stuff together for the.
I know, the 4th of July. Let's do this.
Pretty exciting, yeah.
Absolutely.
Come on, fellas. I decided to change the music up a little bit. And then you hear All Aboard and Crazy Train starts playing low.
Oh,
There we go. That is
Very quietly. To be respectful.
you want to sit in the front with Roger?
Absolutely. I will take shotgun.
Cool. I'm in the back.
So one weird thing you guys did notice is that as Garrett was riding away, he seemed to have a bunch of plants or something in his backpack. There was like flowers sticking out of it and stuff.
You know, my son tells me that the safest seat in a car is actually right behind the driver's side because the driver, apparently out of self-preservation, will always smash the passenger into an oncoming vehicle.
And you're telling me this? Why? Are you wishing for me to join you in the back seat? Because I can do it, and then we can have Roger just simply
No, you stay
limousine
up
us
there.
around.
No, the two of
He'll
you
chauffeur us around.
I'll laugh. You know what? Your son is so smart, because that's absolutely correct.
That's good.
And I'll turn it up just a little bit.
He's smiling, staring straight ahead.
Well, if we're gonna get ourselves moving, I'd say we get this turned up, and I'll grab the knob and crank it 3 more slots up.
And Carl, what do you look like?
Carl is a middle-sized man, middle-aged man, well-dressed, well-groomed, tidy. T-shirts are always pressed.
Nice. Are they always a little bit too tight?
Just a touch.
Yeah, all right. All right, fantastic. You guys start up the vehicle, and you start heading toward the trailer park.
You lift, Carl?
I do a little bit time to time. You know, with the time I spend in the air flying, it takes a lot out of you. I do have a pair of grippers in the front cockpit with me, but when I have a chance, I hit the gym pretty hard.
Yeah.
Brett, roll brains.
Brains. Here. A 6.
A 6?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't think he's Superman.
Okay.
You know that he probably flies
Yeah.
a small set.
That must get the ladies going, right, Carl?
Oh, it does.
Ah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean, right, Roger? You know what I mean?
Yes, well, don't forget, cardio is very important. You know,
Oh, I get my cardio, fellas. I definitely do.
Lung capacity is important. You never know when you have to, go on an endurance run.
I know what you're talking about. Roger, you dirty dog.
Yes.
So it looks to me like we've got an extra seat here. Who are we picking up?
Well, so we are going to pick up Dirk.
Dirk! Oh, great lad.
Dirk McGucket. Yep.
All right. Off to the trailer park then.
And I'll say, well, and how was the Garrett household today?
Well, there's something wrong with that boy.
Oh, he's a fine lad. He's gonna do well in life.
He just keeps smiling and staring forward.
Seems to me like he's aiming for trade schools, let me tell you.
I would agree.
Boy, I can't wait to get Dirk in the car.
And Brett, how was the Calvin residence this morning?
I kind of just knocked out on the couch, you know. Do you guys have extra, couch cushions?
And I'll laugh.
That's a random question.
Oh, why did you happen to get a stain on a cushion?
That's exactly right, Roger. Wow, you're
Good going, man. Good going.
Oh, that type of stain, Carl. I like you. You know, you're a lot cooler than the fellas that Molly shacks up with usually.
What do you mean?
With this, you guys pull into the trailer park as Carl is beginning to say something. There's some people having a loud argument right outside. They're kind of yelling at each other. It's way too early for this. Somebody's revving a motorcycle over their argument. You see a small red-haired boy who appears to have a couple of cuts on his cheek and stuff like that. He's taking a magnifying glass, shoving it into his back pocket, hopping on his bike, and riding out of the trailer park as fast as he can. And
That reminds me, like, when I was a kid, we used to burn ants.
Oh, you did you, Carl? Well, that is fascinating.
Most of them didn't get away.
Well,
Every once in a while, you get one of those power movers.
I'm gonna reach into a front pocket and flip out. I'm gonna say, Carl, I'll hand you a card. I do have a private practice as well. We should talk sometime. I'd be fascinated in hearing more about your aunt.
I thought you did stuff with the kids at the school.
Yes, I'm a school psychologist, but I have a
Psychologist, okay.
yes.
How come there's all the consonants all in one row there?
And Dirk, how has your morning been?
Over the cacophony of the fighting and the motorcycle, I slowly start to wake up. I'm sitting on a lawn chair out front. And there is a Cinderella sleeping bag draped over me.
Oh no!
And a cup of Folgers coffee on the ground by my foot.
Still warm?
Yeah, just a little bit of steam. I reach for the cup instinctively. This is a practiced habit, and
John, are you crying too?
slowly start drinking my coffee.
Yes, you start drinking your coffee as you see this car full of two of the guys you're hanging out with last night, and then this other guy.
I aggressively pump down the window because I have to wheel the thingy. And I go, Dirk!
Jesus Christ.
Why don't I just go out and get them?
Yes, and be careful with that back window. It needs a little bit of oil. It does tend to stick.
I will get out of the car and walk over to where Dirk is.
I'm gonna start peeing next to my trailer. Just a second.
Boy, that's the best part of waking up there. Dirk?
Can you stop talking to me? I'm gonna finish drinking my
making a
coffee
Folgers
while
reference.
I'm peeing. That's the thing, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And then I'll
Classic dude stuff.
having some penis envy. And then I shake my penis because
It's a good, yeah.
That's
what happens.
and then I tuck it away.
We usually helicopter.
You gotta make sure.
I'll finish drinking my coffee, I'll set it on my lawn chair, and then walk right past this guy.
You need your hair dryer out for drying off your dick. That's what guys do.
I have a pocket hair
You
dryer.
have a little pocket hair driver, right, fellas?
Yeah, a little pocket
yep,
hair dryer.
Yep.
I have one that attaches to my phone, so it's convenient.
That explains some sounds I've been hearing.
Yeah. It's pretty cool being a guy.
Be a dude.
So, Carl, Dirk just walks right by you after being a little bit rude.
Last time he flew in the plane, I didn't give him a set of wings. I guess that just carries over with you.
Are the
and I'm going to
wings
fall
the
over.
stickers? Or you have little
Little plastic ones,
Yeah,
yeah.
you get the little pin. If you're a very good boy and you help the pilot.
Is John saying this, or you're not playing Melvin right now, right?
Oh yeah, no, John is just Melvin.
The John is just Melvin.
Let's
The John is just Melvin. As I get into the car while the window's still down, I'm saying, is that Molly's latest?
Are you in the front or the back?
Back.
I say, why, yes, Dirk, it is. He seems to be a nice young man.
Who are we talking about?
Oh.
As I shut the door.
What? Carl, we were talking about you.
I spit out the window.
The window is up.
Okay, to clarify, I hog a loogie on the closed window.
I'll pull out a hanky.
Yeah, you got a hanky, Roger.
And I'll hand it back to you, and I'll say, "Oh, don't forget next time you have to roll the window down first." But it does tend to stick, so you don't give it a little bit of good elbow grease.
Roger, you never cease to amaze.
Why, thank you, Carl.
So, gentlemen, with Black Sabbath quietly playing,
So, fellas, well, we need to go find some party stuff for the barbecue. We need
Party stuff. What do we have so far?
So we so last night we tended to get into a planning situation. We went to the store, but unfortunately all of the meat seemed to be rotten, and we were told to leave. They had to close.
What store did you go to that you were buying rotten meat?
Well, the Piggly Wiggly.
We think that the fridge freezer must have busted or something.
They put the expiration date way too soon, so you buy more food, and it just creates more waste and more hungry mouths there in America.
So,
You know, Paul the Butcher
Shit.
normally takes better care of things down there. I'll have a talk with him, but if we're not going to the Piggly Wiggly, where are we thinking?
well, I don't know that the Kmart sells any kind of grocery items.
I don't actually go there myself, but if we're thinking 4th of July, you realize if we cross state line, we can get fireworks.
Fireworks are pretty sick.
And there is a wonderful liquor store right
Rad.
over the line.
That is
Last
Wh-
stop.
While that does seem interesting, is how far away would that be? Because we don't have very much time.
We got the whole day.
We've
it's a
started.
2-hour drive.
We've started early, and if we see something along the way,
Yeah, I mean, it's very early. It's noon.
Okay, then
So it's very early.
yeah, it's noon. Yes, let's go. I think that sounds like a wonderful trip.
Maybe we could stop real quick at the liquor store for a couple road sodas and just take the edge off.
Yeah.
Yes, I think that. Would
yeah,
be
I'm
fun.
in.
Yeah, let's
Road
do that.
sodas.
Cool.
How about this, everybody? Road sodas are on me this morning.
You're a solid dude, Roger.
And I'm gonna turn, like put my arm on the rest, turn all the way to you, and I'm gonna say, "Thank you, I appreciate that, friend."
He does that while driving.
Yeah, I'll turn back.
Maybe I was on the road there.
Yeah, I tell you, Roger, you're a real prig in school, but you turn into a solid guy. I like that.
Well, thank you.
So you guys end up at the liquor store, bright and early at noon. Who's going inside? What are you guys doing? How are you
I'm
guys
not staying
handling
in the
this?
car. Now that we're going to the liquor store.
I'll stay in the car.
You're gonna stay in the car.
I'm going in. I gotta get redemption for dropping all those bottles.
I'll stay in the car too.
Okay, fantastic. It looks like Carl and Brett, you guys are heading inside.
Yeah, it's like walking with Brett. Yeah, that's how he gets away with it. You notice how he's not coming here to pay for it.
Oh, we'll give
On
a
him,
receipt.
uh-huh.
Yeah, well, let's give him a receipt. It'll be fine. I got
Same
some
jackass.
money. Yeah. So, hey, I got this plan. Maybe we get a couple of the things here. A couple condiments, and maybe they got some meat, and we just get those things.
We could
got
just get
those.
Slim Jims. That'll work for me for the road.
Thank you. That's what I was saying. We
Yep.
get some buns. We get some jerky. That's a burger.
What?
You put jerky. You never do that?
No, I've never done that.
Do
Do you realize as a pilot that I'm actually fed most of the time in flight?
Oh, really?
Yeah, Slim Jim's not usually on the tray.
Huh. Well, I love them.
I love them too. I just don't know that I'd put them in a bun.
The door dings as you guys walk in, and you are standing in this amazing place that is just covered in bottles of liquor. There's a huge refrigerated section with a bunch of beer and stuff in it.
So when we were looking for road sodas, what were you thinking?
Like Hams or Budweiser.
Okay, so you were thinking beer.
Yeah. It's, I guess
Okay.
that's just like a slang thing I hear the kids saying.
Okay.
Not my
All right.
kid, but the older kid. My kid, he doesn't.
You know, I'm
do that.
pretty certain if I actually had listened to the boy, Garrett probably would have been saying something like that. So yeah, I get you. I get you.
Huh.
Hey, son, man behind the register.
Yeah. What
Where do you have your road sodas?
He looks you directly in the eye and says, are you talking about beer?
Perfect. See, I guess it is a thing. It is a thing. All right, yeah, where'd you got the beer?
He points to the huge refrigerated section, and he goes, there.
Excellent. All right.
You got like hot dogs and meat here.
He looks at the old thing of Slim Jims next to him and goes, I got these.
That's great. I think I need toothpaste too. I reach into my pocket and I pull out like a super tattered, week-old grocery list that I just never got around to taking care of. And I see toothpaste on there and like the hair. I just see the word hair.
Yeah. So he goes, I don't have any toothpaste, but I got this. He reaches back and he grabs a bottle of peppermint schnapps.
Perfect.
And he sets it on the counter.
You know what would go great with that would be spearmint gum.
You got gum?
Yeah, I got gum.
All right. I start piling some stuff onto the counter. I take a big, huge Horkin handful of Slim Jims.
Okay.
Throw them on the counter.
Apparently he's dodging it too, so I'm going to actually walk to the beer case.
Okay.
I get some gum. I put it on the counter.
Grab 2 of the 24 packs, bring them back.
As you're walking back, they both split open at the bottom, dropping all of the beer, and it sprays everywhere.
Okay, clean up on aisle 1. Son, I don't know if this was meant to be humorous, but I'm not laughing. And I hold the 2 suitcases up with the torn bottoms.
Yeah, he looks at you and goes, yeah, I did that to be funny, obviously.
It's not funny.
I agree.
Well,
So I'm going to turn around.
Just leave those there.
I'm going to turn around. I'm going to open the refrigerator. Undaunted, I will grab... Well, now we're going to have to move to hams. I'm going to grab 2 the ham suitcases, turn them around, and...
You start to feel almost as if somebody is, like, tugging, like, pulling down, and they rip out of your hand, smashing on the ground.
Carl, it happens to the best of us. I'm going to walk over there. And I'm going to walk over and I'm going to grab a single can of beer.
Okay.
With both hands. I'm going to pull it out. I'm just going to like carefully take it out and I'm going to hold it as firmly as I possibly can.
You are holding that as firmly as you can.
Okay. I say, you get one too. We'll take them to the counter. We'll come back for the other 2.
Well, if we're taking just 1, and son, you're going to need to have another cleanup here on aisle 1.
Yeah.
I'm going to 2-fist a 40.
Okay.
Because if I'm only getting 1...
So, Brett, you grab that 1 can of beer.
A single canister of beer.
Yes, you're holding it with 2 hands as carefully as you can. As you turn to walk up to the front, you go to take a step and you realize that your shoelaces are now tied together. You fall down on the ground face first, the beer can smashes and sprays all over the place.
This is my cleanest shirt.
Carl,
Yes.
having watched this, what's your plan?
How late did you fellas work there, Brett?
It was a late night. But look at my damn shoes.
Okay.
Did you do this, Carl?
His
You're standing here right with me.
His shoelaces are not tied together.
I am not a magician. I am a pilot.
Do I know this young clerk's name?
Yes, you do. His name is Tim.
Hey Tim, listen, we're having a real hard day. Maybe you could just take 2 of those 24 packs and put them in the trunk of the car out back, huh? Out front.
You want me to put beer in your car?
I'll give you like $2, huh? Tim, come on.
He walks over, he grabs 2 24 packs, stepping over the huge mess that you guys have made. He carries them up to the front, sets them down on the counter, and he starts ringing everything up.
Perfect.
Okay,
Good.
Carl.
All right,
We're halfway there.
So, Mr. Funny Guy isn't cutting the bottoms out of these.
Yeah. It's definitely a trick he's doing. Yeah. It's kids. He's not charging us for the broken beers.
Right.
It's fine.
We were that way in school.
Yeah.
I don't remember you doing it, Brett, but I remember most of us doing stuff like that.
I was, I had to stay on the I had to stay on the team. I had to do well and behave myself.
So he rings you guys up.
You know what's crazy is I do remember Roger doing shit like this.
Yeah, you're right.
Boy, things have changed.
Yeah.
And he charges you an appropriate amount, whatever that would be in the 80s. What is that, like 40 cents?
I remember
One
the
nickel.
24-pack of Schmidt was $2.59 in 84, I think it was.
Madness.
Yep.
What?
Yep. And Schmidt had all the cool cans with the you would turn them around, you'd have the different hunting scenes, so you might get an eagle on one.
Oh.
And the idea was to get as many as you could and then create a panorama
Oh
of
my
beer can
god, that's so
pictures.
sad.
That's really smart.
Yep.
Good marketing.
They're reasonably collectible.
Nice.
And
Simply
we
collectible.
were made fun of for collecting Pokemon cards.
And putting
can't-
avocado on toast. Don't
Yes.
forget about that.
You
Ooh,
can't
yeah,
drink a
avocado.
Pokemon.
Society continues to go downhill.
Everybody wants to collect
Damn
things.
avocados.
Avocado toast.
So Tim grabs these two 24 packs after charging you, as I said, an appropriate amount. $6 or something for all of the shit that you guys got. He grabs those and he goes, all right, can you guys just grab the rest of the stuff?
Yep. Absolutely.
Snatch up them Slim Jims.
You snatch up the Slim Jims?
Yeah.
And I will guess, apparently, I will grab whatever else it was that he put up
The
there. The
gum.
spearmint gum, the
gum,
peppermint schnapps,
the peppermint
and I don't know
schnapps.
what else he grabbed.
Oh, were there condiments in this grocery store? I'm on a quest for ketchup, man.
Matchbook packs.
Yeah,
That would
those
be
are
the
free.
condiments. Yep, but that
Those are
would be the
free.
condiments in that time.
I grab a couple matchbooks.
Okay, yeah, he just hands you like a handful of matchbooks.
Cool. I got the Slim Jims.
Oh, it has stage
We're
green
ready.
stamps.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
So he begins walking out towards your car. And
Roger! Pop the trunk!
holding that peppermint schnapps, you slip on some of the already slick floor.
Son of a...
You slam down onto the ground. The peppermint schnapps goes flying. It hits Brett in the back of the head, and then it smashes on the ground.
Oof. The
And
fuck, Carl?
fucking Slim Jims go everywhere.
Okay, we're gonna have to just take what we can get here. This is a bad day already. Help me pick up these Slim Jims. Let's just get in the car and get those fireworks. If I see some sparklers and some explosions, I'm gonna feel a lot happier.
I think so. You know, you're not getting the peppermint schnapps, but we still got the spearmint gum.
The wife wouldn't have accepted that as toothpaste anyways.
Fucking kids.
Yeah.
Grabbing Slim Jims and shoving them in my pocket. My pants pocket.
Yeah, you have no problem putting Slim Jims in your pocket. And actually, you know what? I really want to make you roll, but I'm not going
putting
to.
a thing in your pocket. What is that, grit?
So you see that Tim puts both of the 24 racks in the trunk. He closes the trunk and he walks up. He walks past you guys, looking at the brand new mess that you've made.
I give Tim $2.
He goes, "Oh wow, I can buy a house for this." And he shoves it into his pocket and walks away. You see him grab like
See you, Tim.
a comically large, heavy-duty mop. Yes. And you guys hop into the car and begin your 2-hour journey to the state line.
Roger, state line. Ho!
All right, to the state line we go.
He's got a Model 64 Schweiston mop.
Son of a bitch, I forgot about
Like a
that. That's what you do, Dirk.
Oh, wait. Yeah, before we get moving, what, y'all want, like 2 beers?
Oh, you know what? And I have
Okay.
Slim Jims. And I pull them out of my pockets.
That was on the list, right, Roger? You took notes last night about what we needed to get today?
Yes, we needed refreshments, alcohols. You know,
We have spearmint gum. We got a whole pack.
Oh, well, I will say good job on procuring snacks for the trip, but I don't know that this will be appropriate for the barbecue.
You just put it on a bun.
Oh, Brett, no.
I call it a mint sandwich.
So you guys get a mile down the road before you realize that you're not drinking beer as you should be while driving.
Hey, does that back seat there pop open, Roger?
No.
I got it. Just pull over real quick.
Okay, I'll pull over.
I jump out of the car. Yeah. Carl's wrenching on the back seat. I hop out of the car and I grab grab a couple beers. I'm gonna grab like 2 in each hand. I guess a cool guy move.
So you open the trunk,
Yeah.
and you can see that every single beer that was in there has now been opened. And they're all just pouring out all over the trunk of the car.
I'm gonna grab one that's pouring out and try to pour some into my mouth. Because I can't handle this.
What else is going on in the trunk?
It's a great question. What else is going on in the trunk?
I mean, there's a bunch of
There's a
liquid
bunch
in
of
there.
beer? Yeah. I don't...
And
Damn it, Brad, hurry up!
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn back to Carl and say, Carl, you can pull on that all you want. It's not going to come down. It's been bolted down for safety. And I'll step.
These
I'll
newfangled cars.
I'll step out and come to the back and put my hands on my hips. Well, would you look at that, fellas? It looks like the beer's all been. Well, it's all been broken.
All right, they've been out
open.
there for a count of 3. I'm getting out of the car and going to the back. They're drinking it all.
I begin smoking.
In this really nice Lincoln, you just light up a cigarette.
Yeah.
The trunk is...
They all have ashtrays, right?
Yes, they do. In the back seat, too, for the nice ones.
All right, so for the 3 of you who are staring at the trunk now, trying to figure out what's going on, go ahead and make some brains rolls for me.
Brad, what the hell?
Maybe they were like, did we have like an elevation gain or something on that drive?
You can still see the liquor store.
6.
5.
The car doesn't fly. 7.
Okay.
Only an airplane or a helicopter flies.
Well, you're an expert in those, Carl.
I can't fly
Jet
a helicopter.
planes.
Yes, I get it. I got it, Dirk.
tell him,
Thank you. Still a plane.
Hang gliders.
All right. Look, the beer. What happened to the
Hot
beer?
air balloons.
Stop it!
I'm grabbing one of these fucking beers.
Yeah. I
Is
mean,
there any liquid left in this beer?
There's a little bit, yeah.
I'm gonna try to pour this beer into my mouth.
You are able to pour that little bit of beer into your mouth.
Does it taste okay?
Tastes like beer.
You know, Roger, I think Brett's got the right idea, and I'm going to grab a couple of the cans and do that last drop.
Yeah, there's just a couple of drops in each one, and you guys are just pouring them
And
all.
throwing the empty cans onto the side of the road.
Obviously.
Yep.
Rocket ships.
Now it's starting to sound less annoying because I have beer drops in my mouth. That's how beer works.
Hair of the dog.
So, with those brains rolls, okay, something is clearly happening here, but you have no way to explain why or how this is happening.
That little shit, Tim. He must have opened every one of them and done this. It wasn't. Wait a
I saw
minute.
the damn beer in there. It was fine.
Do you remember him from school? Would this be, in his profile?
I just don't know. I don't think he would do this. But this is quite strange. I mean, we've had quite a string of bad luck. And,
What do you mean?
well, I mean this, and then...
the bad
you
meat, right.
Yes, the bad meat, and you were unable to procure the alcohol last night either.
That's true, and all the bad luck seems to be around alcohol and meat. Are these? You think? I'm gonna reach in my pocket and pull out a Slim Jim.
Pull out a Slim Jim.
I'm going to attempt to snap into it.
Okay, you're trying to snap into the Slim Jim.
Yes.
So you open the packaging, and a rancid smell meets your nose.
Well, this is a crazy coincidence, Roger. Smell this, and I shove it under your nose.
I'm going to strip open one of mine because I'm not having him shove it under my nose.
So, yeah, okay. You also catch a really, really rancid smell. And
What is going on with these things? I mean, I realize it's not real meat and it's mostly fat, but
I'll say, well, I mean, maybe, well, that meat last night was processed.
did it smell like this? And I put the beef stick
And,
under his
and
nose.
so you put it right under the nose, and with the big smile, I'll just... Yes, it was rotten like that as well.
he has no gut reaction to that.
The meat last night was hot dogs. That was processed as well. We didn't get any fresh meat.
You're right, Roger. I mean, I left hot dogs out on my dashboard like
And there's
all day.
there's
They're fine.
certainly no fresh meat in the liquor store.
I'm in the car.
Also,
You can hear these idiots.
Well, where can we get fresh meat from?
I got vegetarian meat and it was rotten too.
What kind of vegetarian meat? Did you get one of them Boca burgers?
No, they was fed by grass.
Oh, well,
Them grass burgers.
Wait a minute, you got grass-fed beef?
Yeah.
oh, well, Dirk, that's meat.
Yeah, it was fresh.
Yeah, no, that's not vegetarian.
It's got grass.
You know what? Well, I'll explain
Son,
it.
don't tell me about meat.
Oh, okay, well then, you know about meat? Where would we find fresh meat then?
The dairy?
There's
there is
a farm.
there's a farm.
Hey, well, you know what, fellas? I
The
hate
Houston Tucker farm.
the Houston,
The Houston Tucker farm. You're correct, the Houston Tucker farm.
We get it straight from the source.
Yes, and you know what? That's perfect. Local meat for a local event. They might even want to donate some.
We potentially could go to Old Man Jenkins' farm, too.
Between yous and me's, the Houston Tankins, I already forgot what I said. They do have a shine still. So
Yeah, I think. Oh,
Much better than beer.
we might be
much
able to-
better than beer.
Yes, and yet we haven't had much luck with beer.
We could get, for the kids, they also have Applejack.
What the fuck is Applejack?
Like the cereal?
Like the
No,
cereal?
not Applejacks.
Oh,
so
the booze.
Applejack is booze.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It's light booze that
Light
the kiddos
booze.
used to get.
Well, children aren't supposed to have that these days.
Well, my dad did for me is you just take the regular booze and you pour it into the water, and then that's
That's
kid
effectively
booze.
what Applejack is.
Well, perfect.
You know what? These are all great ideas, but let's maybe we will let the parents decide to give their children booze. And might I say that I would suggest maybe not giving your children booze if I had.
I don't think it's going to mess that Garrett boy up at all.
Jade's never drank a drop in her life.
I wish Melvin would have a fucking drink. He might relax.
So it's about 2 in the afternoon.
Well, I think we should go to the closest farm. Is that the McGucket farm or no?
No.
The McGucket.
No. What was
Houston
it?
Tucker.
The Houston Tucker farm.
Or we could go to Old Man Jenkins' farm.
Old Ben Jenkins. Yes.
Although he mostly raises turkeys and chickens, if I remember
Yeah, I
correctly.
think we should go for the beef farm.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know they make hot dogs out of almost anything these days.
You know,
He says as you guys climb into the car and start making your way
Oh,
toward the
yeah, I'll
Houston
turn,
Tucker
like,
farm.
Pink Floyd on and say, I would love to hear more about hot dogs.
As we are driving, I have a brilliant Melvin-esque moment. Maybe these vegetarian burgers, Dirk, right? Have you eaten one of them?
No.
How do they smell? You think we could pass them off as regular meat?
I mean, they smell like real meat.
Maybe we could get.
They even bleed like real meat.
Wow, that's an interesting thing to say there, Dirk. Anyways, I'm just saying, if we can't find any fresh meat in town, if something's weird's happening, maybe we can just get a bunch of vegetarian meat and just say that that's like a healthy thing we're doing for the community.
So, gentlemen, if you will keep this on the level, I did for a period of time work at a Food Lion, and when the meat got slightly past the date, had that greenish tint, they did 2 things. They used to send some of it to Arby's, but the remainder of it, what they would do,
Fuck you, Arby's.
Fuck Arby's.
Roast beef bitches.
This message is brought to you by Burger
Arby's,
King.
right? But what we used to do was we used to cover it, actually smother it in barbecue sauce, and gave us a little more time to sell it.
They say we feed rotten meat to these kids with a bunch of barbecue sauce on it.
Well,
Carl?
I mean, so if you cook it,
So you guys pull up to the Houston Tucker farm.
That's a fucked up thing you just said, Carl.
I don't have kids.
You can't give kids rotten meat. Jesus.
I think I
My
might.
little boy is my treasure, and he's an angel.
So pulling up to the Houston Tucker farm, you guys can see that, there's a bunch of fucking cows here. And
Now that's what rot smells like.
this place is not a slaughterhouse. This is a dairy farm.
Yep.
Well, I'll say, I can go up to the front door and ask.
Yeah, you do
I think
that.
that's a great idea.
I'll say, go ahead and change the music to whatever you'd like.
So we start pushing the button through the AM stations.
Yeah. I mean, you get, talk radio. You get one of those really, really weird stations of where somebody is like, they're quoting the Bible over and over again very loudly, but it also doesn't sound like a preacher. This is just one of the stations that Roger
I stopped there
listens
for a bit.
Yeah. So Roger,
Oh, we're just going through the presets. Gotcha.
So, Roger, you walk up to this farmhouse.
Knock
It's
on the door.
a cute, quaint little house that's, it's all red. It's kind of painted up like a barn. It's very adorable.
What do you guys know about the Houstons? Well, this would be the Tuckers.
There's a town in
Houston
Texas.
Tucker. Why the hell did they hyphenate that?
I don't know. Roger's a fucking freak. He always been like that.
He was in school 3 years ahead of me.
As I'm waiting, I'll look back and just smile and wave to everybody.
We wave back at him.
He makes
I don't wave back at fucking Roger.
He makes my skin crawl.
Roger, I would like you to make a brains roll, please.
I'm about to get shot. Ooh, 7.
A 7? You're feeling a little off today. Something feels strange. You're not sure what it is. You're a little more chipper, maybe?
Man, well, and I'll look around at the nice morning or afternoon and say, it's a nice day for this.
The door opens
And I'll,
as you're talking to yourself.
and I'll slowly turn around and say, well, good morning, neighbor.
It's afternoon. What can I do for you?
Oh, sorry about that. Well, I'm sure you're aware that coming up in a couple days we have the barbecue, the 4th of July barbecue.
What?
Yes, down at the Heavenly Gate Park.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
sure, you're having a barbecue. Okay.
It-
What does this have to do with me?
Oh, well, I am part of the committee putting on the barbecue, and we are
He's fucking it up.
search of meat for the event. And, well, it seems the stores only have rotten meat, and seeing that you're a farm with plenty of cattle, I was looking to procure some meat.
All right. You want to buy one of my cows?
Well, ideally I was looking for an already butchered cow, but
This ain't a slaughterhouse.
oh well. And I'll kind of like look past in the home and just kind of like look, well, by what I see in your home, and before me it looks like you're a very resourceful man, so I think you'd be able to butcher that cow for us, right?
I'll tell you what. I don't want to smell the blood. I'll sell you a damn cow.
Oh, you will?
Roger, is he getting us the meat or not?
I'll say. What, would you happen to know anybody, maybe one of your fine neighbors, who could butcher that cow for us? Just smile. Say,
No, but I'm sure you could probably take it down to the, I don't know, Piggly Wiggly or something. I don't know. I'm not in butchery. I am a dairy farmer.
and I'm gonna just turn my head to the other side and say, now, the other thing I want to ask is, I could purchase a cow from you, but don't you think that it would be a very good look for your farm if you were to donate the cow to the barbecue for the town?
The door closes, and you hear some people talking, and you hear the slight tinkling of a bell. You then see that he is kind of smiling and like almost crying a little bit. He's clearly just stopped laughing, and he goes, "Yeah, sure, I'll give you a cow. You can take one. Yeah, that's fine."
Brett, look over there. Look at the size of that lawnmower.
He's looking at a tractor.
Carl, stick to the air, okay?
I'll reach my hand out to shake his hand and say, well, I want to thank you for your donation.
He walks right past you and goes, "Yeah, come on, follow me."
I think you got the cow.
And I'll wave to you all. Well, come on, let's go get our cow.
I'm hopping out.
I exit the car.
Yeah.
So I catch up with Roger real quick. Nice work. What are we getting?
Thank you, we're getting us a cow.
We get. Well, I mean, are we getting steak? We getting hamburger?
Oh, no.
Don't get intestine. Ugh.
He
It's
walks
called
you
tripe,
over
but they. Ugh.
to a smaller white barn And he opens the door. Standing inside of this barn, you see this kind of older, sickly-looking cow. It's got a couple of open sores and stuff, but it doesn't look too bad. And he goes, well, there you go. There's a free cow for you.
I'll say, you know
It
what?
looks partially butchered to me.
Thank you for the donation. And I'll look to you three and say, and I was thinking, fellas, why, at first I thought maybe I should find somebody to butcher this for us, but looking before me, I see 3 fine, capable young men who I think could do the job. I think we could do it ourselves, so why not butcher the cow ourselves for the event, have fresh meat? And I'll just be smiling.
Roger, I know nothing about killing. Albert might, but I have no idea how to butcher.
fellas,
But how about where's the guy?
I've
The
field
farmer?
dressed.
Yeah, he's standing right there laughing to
3
himself.
stags.
I see you started butchering. Look at the wounds on him.
No.
Can you finish?
Look,
Dirk, you hunt?
Well,
Wait a minute. We might have an answer.
I have in fact field dressed 3 deer.
Can you field dress a cow? It's kind of like a deer.
Cow's
Alright.
just a deer, a slow deer.
That's true. Cow's just like a deer.
And I have several books that we'd be able to reference in order to get the finest cuts off these cows.
We're gonna do it yourself. The cow killing.
I think it would be
Butchery?
a great bonding time for all of us.
He walks into the barn, he grabs the rope that's around the cow's neck, and he starts pulling it toward you guys. And he goes, all right, here you go, here's your cow, and he hands you the rope.
Can we, take care of this on your property?
Absolutely not.
I'll gingerly reach out to grab the rope.
He closes the barn and starts walking back toward his house without looking at you guys. You hear him laughing the entire time.
We'll have to do this the day of. We want to make sure it's the freshest it can be.
Roger.
We can't let our
can
kids meet this cow.
Can I get you back in reality for a moment? Is Bessie here going in the back seat?
Oh, that's a very excellent question.
You got a hitch on that car, Roger?
We could tie it to the hitch.
I do. As I've stated before, I have had to haul things.
You did mention that, yeah.
I did.
A cow's kind of like a horse too. It could probably run behind.
Yeah, we'll just have to drive a little slower.
Hell, I've done crazier things. Let's give it a shot.
One of the great things is it's cardio, and we drive it over the state line. We go get the alcohol. We come back with it. By then, it's going to be pumped up.
We get some of those fireworks. We shove
there's
an
that too.
M80 up it, and
Wait a
then
minute.
boom,
what?
we make
Wait,
steak.
Hold on.
Now here's the thing, fellas. Now that we have this cow, we can't really drive that fast. That 2-hour drive's gonna turn into.
We go get the trailer. We put the cow in the
In
trailer.
the trailer, yeah. Like, what do you think? That's supposed to be for, work and
then-
everything's a tax write-off.
So for now, we can just tie the cow up to the fence here.
Well, is there anywhere else in town we can get the liquor?
Well, bowling alley has liquor.
Well,
The bowling alley does have liquor.
they might sell us a keg and a tap if we pay a little extra.
And I think there's a patch of grass we could park the cow on.
And the liquor comes in glasses.
I'll say, well, that's gonna make it difficult because we need to, carry it to there, and we don't want the alcohol to get, flat or spoil.
How about we go get my work truck, we get the with the trailer, we bring that back, we get the cow on the trailer. That'll probably be fine. Then we can go to the bowling alley, pay them. I'm sure they'll probably sell us a keg for
Who's
overmarket.
to say we can't have? That's not how you'd say it. What if we had the 4th of July party in the parking lot of the bowling alley? They could go inside to get the beer.
They can cater. You
That
got
is
cow
that is
donated.
great. You know what? The other thing is the bowling alley just started serving burgers last year. That's cow.
Yeah.
I want all of you to make a grit roll right now.
Okay.
Biggest number you keep rolling, right?
Ooh,
Exploding.
12, but dirty.
10.
Dirty 12.
14.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, hey, maybe in the parking lot's a decent idea.
All right. I'll wait with the cow. You go get your trailer.
Can I get a ride back to my car, Roger?
Yes,
And then
you two will
get some
be.
bowling in.
Yeah, hell yeah, that sounds great.
You two want to stay and wait for us?
I don't think we both need to stay.
We could actually walk the cow, get it some of that cardio. We can walk it down back to town and just meet you.
We'll meet you halfway. We'll meet you as far as you get.
Oh, that
It sounds good. I'm gonna put my arm around Dirk. We got this.
Roger and Brett hop in the car and start driving away. Dirk, you are left there with Carl and the cow.
All right, you want to pull it along first? I wonder if you can ride these things.
I'm gonna start smoking and begin pulling the cow.
Yeah, behind you, you notice that Carl is kind of hovering around the side of the cow, almost like he's considering trying to hop on top of it.
I think that would be really funny. So I don't do anything to assuage him.
And Carl.
8 seconds, baby, to hop on the cow. Always wanted to do this.
You hop on this sickly dairy cow. As you sit on the sickly dairy cow, it goes. And
I think that's getting it fired up.
and it stops walking.
But that petered out pretty damn quick, and I get off the cow kind of a little embarrassed.
I continue walking.
So you guys go back and you get the truck and the trailer and you start heading back.
I embrace my loving wife. Is she at
Is
home?
she at the trailer?
You're not at home.
I thought we went back to to my home where the trailer was.
Trailer's not at your house.
The trailer's not at your house.
Oh, we left it at the fucking parking lot. I just want to embrace my wife. I miss her. Roger, I miss her so much.
As we've been talking about your wife the whole ride back, I'm sure.
I put on a tough front, Roger, but like I love my son so much. And
Well, you know what? There's always a time for a hug. Do you want to swing by the home?
could we just stop by real quick so I can just? I just want to tell my wife. No, you know what? No, Roger. I gotta work on my independence here. Ooh, and I flex my big muscles.
Nice.
And so then, just out of your the lower corner of your view, you're gonna see rising up Dr. Moore and say, Now you changed pretty quick there. Was that the healthiest choice, or would you really like does little Brett want to go hug his wife?"
He says this as he's driving,
Yeah.
and you guys pull into the Piggly Wiggly parking lot.
We got Roger. We got responsibilities to this barbecue. I'll see her later tonight. It'll be good enough.
So-
I really want to say I thank you so much for talking like this with me.
You're very welcome.
Thanks, Dr. Moore.
Until next time. And then he'll just slink out of your view. And I'm smiling the whole time looking at you.
He's an amazing ventriloquist.
In the 80s, this is probably Brett's only experience with like a therapy session. Sort of.
For sure.
So this is probably incredibly therapeutic, incredibly cathartic.
Yep, probably.
Yes.
So, you guys get out of the car. Brett has some tears. And, standing over kind of near the truck, you see that there is like a group of kind of like younger teenagers, and they're all standing near Father Morris. One thing you guys have noticed is that for some reason, recently, Father Morris has been slightly more popular with some of the teenagers around.
It's the 80s.
I'll say, very interesting. Well, it looks like
Which is to say, it's not the middle 90s.
Yeah, everything's all okay.
Looks like the youngins want to learn a little bit more about the Bible.
It's not what I was doing, but hey, I guess more power to them. The kids these days, they're just good.
So-
Our community's so strong.
As you guys start making your way into the truck, Father Morris and his posse of young teenagers make their way toward you. And he goes, "Well, hey there, fellas.
Good morning, Father Morris.
It's 3:30 in the afternoon."
I will also individually say good morning to every teenager because they've all come into my office.
A bunch of the teenagers are like looking at Father Morris, and they're just like you hear a couple of them like, "Is he gonna do it again? Do you think he'll do it again?"
And what are you doing this morning, Father?
Again, it's 3:30 in the afternoon.
Oh, I'm sorry. Time is so funny when school's not going on.
Yes, of course. I was here just picking up some groceries, and my new friends, the youth group, they've all decided to hang out with me. As he says that, you notice that his breath smells heavily of church wine.
Okay. So you you youngins want to hang out with the father. You've decided that he's cool today? Is that it?
Yeah, he raps.
Oh, yes. I believe I heard something about your rap sermons.
That's great, Father Morris. Roger, we gotta get moving. Right?
My father, have you been taking some communion already this morning?
Yes, I have. And again, heavily of church wine.
It is 3:30 in the afternoon, Roger.
Again, yes, it's in the afternoon.
That is true.
He says, okay, well, I should probably go get my groceries.
Will you be at the barbecue in a couple days?
Obviously.
Well,
May I perform again?
Then he'll say, why, I was hoping that you would ask.
That's fantastic. I'll do the same song.
Do the kids seem excited about
They
that?
all start cheering.
Yes.
So loudly. You now know that most of the teenagers in town are going to be at this barbecue. The barbecue for which you have gotten one cow.
Spearmint gum.
The pack of spearmint. Yes.
We're making moves. Bad ones.
I'm glad to hear that you'll be there.
He kind of stumbles toward the Piggly Wiggly.
Hey, Father Morris, since you're gonna be at the barbecue, maybe we're taking care of a bunch of the stuff. Would you get like some buns while you're in there and like some condiments and stuff? You can just bring it to the barbecue. I got money for you.
Oh, sure. Like
Cool.
a donation.
I mean, you'll spend it on whatever change you keep, whatever change you want. You put it right in the tithe box.
You got it.
Cool.
He puts his hand out, kind of wavering.
I hand him what's a reasonable amount of money for a bunch of buns?
$10.
Perfect. And I say, hey, so we need and I write on one of the bills with a pen that I have. I have a pencil in my pocket because I'm a contractor.
Of course.
And I write,
No, you're not.
I do landscaping. I'm a landscaping contractor.
He calls himself a contractor.
I'm a contractor. I basically could fix a house if I needed to.
By plugging it up with plants.
Yeah, I just mow that. It's stupid. I'm fucking stupid. Okay, I'm gonna write with my pencil on it. I'm gonna write buns. I'm gonna write ketchup. I'm gonna write mustard and relish. Right, Roger?
And I'll say, do you think that we've had a hard time finding alcohol? Do you think we should have the father do it?
I'll be honest, Roger. I keep spending money on stuff. I'd like to just.
I'll say, and I'll pull out my wallet from my sweater vest, and I'll say, well, I can help cover the alcohol.
Cool. Give me some of that money.
Okay. I'll hand him some money, I'll hand him $40.
I take $40 and I write beer on that with my pencil, and I give that to Father Morris, and I say, here's the shopping list.
Father Morris looks at the money that you've handed him for the beer. He looks at the teenagers that are surrounding him and goes, no, I'm not going to do that.
Oh,
he hands you the alcohol money back and goes, I'll buy the buns and ketchup and stuff.
Buns and ketchup and
Okay.
anything else, Roger? We had a brainstorming session.
Yes, so we're gonna need some charcoal for the barbecue. Would you mind picking up some of that?
That's a little heavy for such a delicate old man.
Oh,
I'm
you-
sorry, Father Morris.
You know what? You're right. We should take care of that. I think that will be all, Father.
Okay, thank you.
And will you be at the church later?
No, I have many errands to run.
Oh,
I have
excellent.
to get to writing.
Ah, yes. You need to make sure you're prepared.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Well,
You hear about this Sugar Hill gang, Roger? Real popular. We start walking towards my truck.
You guys get into the truck with the trailer attached to it, and you guys begin making your way back toward the...
And the mowers are off, right? So I have an empty trailer.
Yes. Who knows where your mowers are?
Fine. I got the keys, I think.
They're at the.
I think that mine is on the lawn of my home.
Who knows where the other one went?
I'm sure you took good care of it, Dirk.
We'll get it back eventually.
Albert had it.
Albert had it. Oh, there he is driving off into the sunset.
At 4 miles.
4.5, please. Okay, you guys find these two walking down the road. Dirk looks incredibly annoyed, and Carl is following behind him. It looks like Carl's just been talking since you guys left, and Dirk has ignored him the entire time. But you see them walking this sickly cow toward you down this dusty road.
Excellent. Well, hello. We have procured the.
And that's the reason why cows can't fly. You get that, Dirk?
Let's go ahead and load the cow up. How about me? Yes.
You guys know anything about rodeo? I went 4.5 seconds on this beast.
Great job, Carl.
That's
Thank you.
very impressive.
The cow goes.
Let's try to push this cow.
Yeah, you guys push the cow. It goes up into the trailer, and you guys close the trailer gate.
We did it.
Solved another one of your fucking puzzles.
Our treasure.
You got your treasure. It's a cow in a trailer.
So the question at this point is, where are you going to dress it out at, Dirk?
Bowling alley.
They probably let us do it out back. They got
Parking lot.
they get a hose. Let us spray it down after.
They spray it down most evenings after 12:30.
The back is pretty secluded as well.
That's true. We probably don't want to do it around the youngins.
No.
Everybody make a brains roll.
Brains.
Nice.
3.
6.
3.
11.
Yay.
Oh my god. Dirk, you realize that every time that you have had raw meat near you, it has gone bad almost immediately. Slaughtering this cow right now, probably not the best idea.
We should probably slaughter it tomorrow.
You think they'd let us tie it up outside of the bowling alley?
I'll say, well, I have a nice backyard and a very wonderful garden. I could take it for the evening.
On the negative side for me, gentlemen, I'm going to be flying out tonight. I won't be able to help tomorrow.
That's fine, Carl. I mean, you were great company today, and you're great help.
Yeah, it was very nice seeing you again, Carl.
I'm not leaving now. I mean,
yeah, you guys are
still
still standing
time.
on this dusty
It's
road.
only
at
4 in the afternoon.
Let's just go ahead and maybe we'll take you home now so you can get ready for the flight. We can just drop you off real quick.
Yeah, I'll ride with the cow.
Yeah, 2 of you are gonna have to ride with the cow.
Well, I mean, it's my truck, so I'm driving.
Are we just leaving your car here, Roger?
Oh no, I'll drive my car back. I'll follow. Also, good news: Father Morris is going to rap at the event.
I heard that a few months ago he slayed it.
Yes, it sounds like a very entertaining time.
I think we should park the cow in your backyard.
I think that's a great place for the cow.
And we should start moving soon.
Fantastic.
So you don't live in the apartment building anymore?
Oh no, I have a home myself. It's in a very quiet part of
Start
town.
banging on, like, the hood or
Wonderful.
the
Dirk is trying to get this ball
Let's
rolling.
go!
So you guys begin driving, and I guess that, Roger, you are leading them toward your house.
Yeah, so we'll head. It's kind of the edge-ish of town near the woods. Down most of the other.
Is it on
Crow Hill Lane.
Crow Hill Lane?
Yeah. It's like an offshoot from if you go down the end.
cul-de-sac?
Yeah, if you go down the end to the end of Crow Hill, there's actually another little road. It's like a little dirt one that's a little hard to see.
What's it called?
Crowfoot?
Nice.
Crowfoot Lane?
It's called Crowfoot.
Yeah.
That's what it's called now. Yeah.
Okay, Crowfoot Lane. Fuck. And yeah, so you have to go through like a little. It's one of those awnings of trees. Like the trees have been shaped over the years
Yeah.
to have like a little tunnel down it.
Classic.
Yeah, and it's a really nice view. It look, and the light coming through the trees every once in a while, it looks like things are flitting through the woods.
So you guys make your way into this secluded cabin in the woods, kind of near the graveyard.
And I want you to imagine coming to an opening and a nice, like, fully painted, like almost newly painted cabin in the woods that's 2-story but still kind of small, and it's all pastel colors. It's this
my
bright
God.
pastel bomb in the middle of a dark wood.
Yeah.
Little white picket fence around it, little stone cobble path.
So
It's nice.
yeah, you guys pull up at Roger's incredibly adorable, creepy house in
actually
the
really
woods.
nice, yeah.
All around, there's like little circles of mushrooms all over the place. Like there's moss hanging from the trees. It's absolutely gorgeous here. You guys tie up the cow. It is now about 5 in the afternoon.
So there's a wonderful little patch of grass right over there. I like to paint there.
I'll tie the cow to a tree. I'm
Tie the cow to a
dust
tree.
off my hands. Say, all right, happy hour.
Nice. Hey,
I'm
you made
in.
some progress today.
Would you all like to come inside for a drink? I have some lovely wine.
Got
You got,
whiskey.
you got like cards, some fun
Yeah,
activity.
I do have some cards. I have a nice little table we can sit at. Yeah.
We slid right past the
That's a
whiskey.
Oh, I think I have some whiskey.
Yeah.
I might have to go down to the basement to get that, but I think I have some.
All right.
Could be a good. Yeah, you know what? Roger thinks. Yes, let's go in, right, guys?
Yeah.
So you guys head into Roger's house. As you pass through the door, you hear like the tinkling of bells. You feel like a warm feeling kind of come over you.
I need to use the restroom. Which way?
It's right down that hall,
Uh-huh.
and I look at you and say, second door on the right.
Second door. Got it. As I walk down the hall. What's in the first door on the right?
Oh, it's the second door on the right, dear.
Hey, Roger, you're like a doctor or something.
Yes, I do have a doctorate.
Does it mean something if you keep hearing bells? Because all day I've been hearing like dingling bells.
Oh, we've got to talk about the fucking bells.
You've been hearing the bells?
I've been hearing the bells.
That's kind of like tinnitus.
Well, yes, I mean, that could be tinnitus. I mean, bells are kind of nice, aren't they?
Collective tinnitus. I don't
Yeah.
know that word. Group tinnitus.
Oh,
Well, we almost got struck by tinnitus.
In this day and age, loud music, TV becoming more prominent.
Have you been hearing these bells, Roger?
Yes, I've been hearing bells, but I figure, it's just chimes on the wind.
So you guys spend a lovely evening getting drunk on probably, the pretty expensive wine that Roger keeps, along with the meager amount of whiskey that he has.
Roger, are the seashell soaps, are they collectible?
Well, yes, I got those the last time I went to Spain. I had to spend about 4 months there a couple years back.
So, collectible.
Well, yes, I mean, they're decorative, but they are usable. Did you use one?
No, I did not use one.
I'll look at you and say, did you eat one?
I can tell you clearly, I did. How about that wine?
So you guys get a little tipsy. You have been drinking and playing pinochle and cribbage and whatever other games you guys have been playing.
Backgammon.
Backgammon.
Hearts. There's 4 of us.
Spades.
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 Fan-10.
What?
It's a card game.
Oh, okay.
It's very fun. We should play sometime.
Okay.
That's a side
We're
note.
playing Mumbly Peg.
I don't want to hear about that anymore.
No.
I don't want to hear about your mumbly peg.
Nice.
Okay. Foul. It's just a heartwarming game involving knives.
So, on that note, so you guys have gotten pretty tipsy. I think, Roger, even you're a little bit tipsy right now.
I'm feeling good. My smile's a little bigger.
Take out Dr. Morey again. Make him sing a song for us.
That would be brilliant.
And you guys are realizing that you still have procured no booze.
We solved this problem. We're gonna make the bowling alley sell booze.
they have beer in kegs.
Slam dunk.
Yeah.
Well, we still have to ask if they will sell to us. We haven't had much luck.
I think I know the owner's phone number.
Call him now.
You definitely know the phone number to the bar. Yes.
why
Call him now. Yeah.
I'll go over across the room, take the phone off the hook, come back across the room with the really long cord, and then hand the phone to you, and then walk back across the room because I just remembered and say, dial the number because I would know it too.
Of course.
I almost had it. I almost fucking had it.
I have a question.
Sure.
In imbibing these adult beverages, how have we been handling the bottles?
Oh, perfectly fine.
Everything's been normal.
Everything has been totally normal.
I'm twirling a bottle now.
Yeah, he's twirling a bottle in his hands.
Like that Patrick Swayze movie where he bartends.
Bottle man.
Starring Patrick Swayze.
Yeah, bottle man.
So the phone rings for a while. Slap Happy's Red Light Alleys.
You son of a bitch.
Dirk, is that you?
Yeah.
Oh, how you doing there, Dirk?
I got a pickle.
Oh,
I'm in a pickle.
Are you making dick jokes again?
No. That's Brett's thing.
All right.
On 4th of July, we gotta rent your parking lot and your booze and your foods.
You know, we're having a kind of like a tournament that day.
Yeah, we just need the parking lot and the booze.
Oh my God! I
and the
just got it.
booze.
Renting booze. He's getting beer for us.
What do you need to do in the parking lot? Because it's gonna be full of cars.
Yeah, I gotta feed all the kids and whatever.
Look, I'm gonna tell you this one straight, Dirk, because we've been friends for so long. There's not gonna be room to feed kids in the parking lot.
Can we rent the booze?
You need to rent booze?
And then take it elsewhere?
Well, yeah, how much are you looking for?
30.
30 booze?
Yeah, probably 75 foods. You got any of them grass feds? Kid's a vegetarian.
All right. So Dirk, I'm gonna tell you, I'm not quite tracking this one.
I gotta rent the booze. I gotta rent the fucking food. Does that mean 75?
So our
God, Jesus, Brett, talk to him.
look, we only got a couple of kegs left.
Hand phone to Brett.
Look, we only got, and you hear a couple of kegs left, and we're gonna be using those.
Hello?
For...
This is Brett.
Oh fuck. Yeah.
It's the bowling alley.
Yeah.
So we need to have this barbecue. I'm wondering if we can have it in your parking lot.
I just told Dirk that no, that's not going to be
Tell him he has
possible.
to.
You do it.
Brett,
What?
ask him if it's okay for us to dress out the cow in the parking lot.
Yeah. Okay. Listen, man. If we can't have the barbecue in your parking lot, we got a cow. Dirk's pretty
have a
sure.
cow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Dirk's pretty sure that he can get some beef off it. So could we cut it up out back and buy some beer?
Hold the fuck on, Brett. Are you talking about killing a cow?
Yeah, we got
in
the
our
okay.
parking lot?
Its owner said it was fine, gave it to us.
Put Dirk back on the phone.
Listen, I think I can do business with you, Dirk. This man's unreasonable.
Roger.
I'll walk over and just hold my hand out and smile at you.
So we'll be there. What? Here, Roger, handle this.
And I'll take the phone, and there's a good 3 seconds of silence.
Hello?
Hi there. This is Roger.
Yeah, I can tell, yeah. Hi, Roger.
Hi, and who am I speaking with?
It's Jiffy.
Hi, Jiffy.
Oh shit! You got Jiffy there?
And I'll put the phone down on my shoulder. Yes. I'll bring it back up.
Tell him I said hi.
And I'll say, Yes, Jiffy, the idea that we had run across,
All right, well, look, you're not going to slaughter a cow in the parking lot. You also can't have a barbecue, and I don't have enough kegs to sell you any booze.
Okay,
Or to rent you any booze.
I think that's all reasonable. After listening to what was asked, that makes complete sense.
All right.
What makes complete sense?
Good luck finding a place to slaughter your cow, and a place to get booze, and a place to have a barbecue.
We'll say, well, thank you.
And don't forget, next Thursday, Swingles night. And he hangs up.
Guys, look! The wine bottle's my dick!
Well, it looks like we aren't going to be able to go through with the plan at the bowling alley. Also, he wanted me to remind everybody about Swingles night next
Oh shit!
week.
When's Swingles night?
Next Thursday.
Next Thursday.
Just as a reminder. Anyway.
Dirk, are you guys going?
I'm always at Swingles night.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't miss it for anything.
Oh, sorry, you're Dirk. I get confused. I'm hammered, man.
You guys have been drinking quite a bit.
Okay, well,
I am
Does the
Dirk,
mayor
right?
still go? I mean, it's been a couple I've missed.
Off in the distance, you guys, for some reason, hear the church bells ringing.
How close are we to the church?
Oh,
Like a 7 or 8 minute walk.
I want to check
Very
one of
close.
what I assume are the mini, weird cuckoo clocks that Roger has.
yes, there are.
Definitely has hundreds
From
of cuckoo clocks.
one from a lot of different European countries.
I look at the wall of cuckoo clocks. What time is it?
What time is it right now? Right now it's about 8:30 in the
I'll
evening.
say, well, that's an idea.
What's that, Roger?
Well, the church. I mean, it's late. We're needing alcohol, and we saw Father Morris today, and he was, it smelt like he had taken communion quite a few extra
He was rather
times.
sacramental.
Yes,
Nice. Yeah. Okay.
he was
all
very very prepared.
You hear the tinkling of bells again.
If that fucking sound doesn't
What
stop.
is that? Is it some kind of?
right. I think it's.
Do you
an
guys
echo.
have fillings?
That's a rather personal question.
Say, no, I have all of my teeth.
You don't want to hurt somebody's feelings, Dirk, by asking a question like that, right, fellas?
Oh God, does Dr. Moray have fillings?
And he'll come on up. But no, I don't. It'll go back down.
I gotta hit the head.
Okay, you bop him. Ow, that hurt.
I'm
I wanna-
seriously
Hey
thinking
Dirk, don't forget, it's the second one on the right.
I want to try the handle on the first door.
You jiggle the handle on the first door. Does the door open?
It does not. It's
does
locked.
not
It's
open.
got a lock on the handle and a deadbolt as well.
You do hear a very high-pitched giggling as you begin to hear a deadbolt unlock.
And then you'll just hear me, you'll feel me first behind you. And I'll say, oh, remember, it's the second door.
Where the hell did Roger go?
The doorknob starts turning ever so slightly.
I'll say, oh, I'm sorry. My mother is sick. She must be awake. You go ahead and go use the restroom. Let me take care of this.
Roger, what are you doing? It's your play.
I'll be right there. Go ahead and play for me if you want.
Carl, look,
Alright,
now the
that-
whiskey bottle's my dick.
Yeah, all right. Don't say anything. I'm gonna peek at everyone else's cards.
Okay.
And I'll look at you, and if you're just standing there, and I'll
Son
say,
of a bitch, he's got pocket aces.
well,
I think we gotta see if you intimidate me.
okay.
Oh yeah, we can do grit versus grit or charm versus grit.
I have charm.
Okay.
Grit.
Yeah.
Charm versus grit.
Okay. I got 13.
18.
Ooh. So I'm just smiling at you, not blinking.
And I don't want to look away from you because I'm scared of you, but I do turn to look at the door.
Yeah.
And I'll say, oh, the bathroom's not here. Can I help you with something? Oh, I know. You want to ask about Jade.
No, I don't.
No?
Dirk, you've won this interaction, so you get to decide what happens.
I'm gonna reach out and just push a finger on the door.
Roger, you got any snacks?
And I'll say, why would you want to bother my mother?
You push the door ever so slightly, and then it goes flying open. And you hear some giggling again, and the tinkling of bells. What's inside this room?
Okay, so inside here, the light's on?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So inside the room, it's gonna be a study, but all of the books look like journals with self-embossed like writing on the outside, and they all have like a numbering system on them that doesn't make sense. There's like a book that's open on the table. There's like newspapers and stuff, just local newspaper.
That's just a room. You had me freaked out, Roger.
I'll say, I'm sorry.
There's weirdly like 30 candles lit in this room.
Kind of a fire hazard.
Yes, I'm sorry I lied. I just didn't want you to see my hobby room. You know, it's private and all.
I apologize for invading your privacy. And then I walk to the bathroom.
Okay.
And I just watch as you walk down. And then I will go into that room.
God damn, Roger, like cheese doodles, anything?
I think you probably find some seaweed snacks.
There's definitely
What the
some seaweed
hell are
snacks.
these? Brett, what the hell are these here? Nori, what the?
Well, watch this. And I grab What does this look like?
Oh my god.
So you guys gather around the table again. You've heard the weird tinkling of bells. You've heard the church bells go off. What are you guys doing this evening?
Blacking out.
You're just gonna black
Yeah.
out?
And I'll say, okay, then we'll figure everything else out in the morning.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Would you all like some blankets? My study has several couches.
Shit, I got 2 hours before I gotta fly, guys. I'm sorry, I gotta run.
Would you like me to drive you to the airport?
Yeah, no, that'd be great. I'm definitely in no shape to drive.
Cool. All right. Hey, Dirk, that means we get to hang out. Yeah.
Here?
Yeah, we don't want to just crash in the study.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah, if my wife hears we haven't made any progress on getting shit together for this barbecue, I'm in trouble.
Joni's not so bad. You just gotta, do what she asks you to do.
Oh, I know what you're talking about there.
So Roger and Carl get into the car, and they start driving down the creepy, dark dirt road. And you watch them as the taillights disappear into the woods.
Now we can get back to role-playing, banging his wife.
You guys have a long, extended conversation about banging each other's.
I want to talk about these damn bells, Dirk. You think that's
They're
the only
freaking
person
me
who's
out.
really hearing these and
No,
knows this is nuts.
I'm definitely hearing the bells. I heard them in the doorway of his study.
His study back there, the first door, not the,
The first
bathroom
door.
door.
Yeah, he made a big deal, lied about his mom being in there. Just books.
Was it cool?
Let's go look.
Let's go look. I want to check it out.
You guys drunkenly stumble over
Yeah.
to this door. It's
like
locked.
1,000 candles.
Fucking wiggle the door harder.
You wiggle the door.
I'm gonna try to push the door, but I'm drunk.
Oh, hey, let's go ahead and do a brawn roll.
That's a 9.
That's a 9?
That's a 9.
You know what? You start to see cracks in this door. It's
Oh my god.
you're starting to break the door.
I just want to see these fucking books.
You hear bells again, and this time they sound like church bells.
What is going on at that fucking church?
You hear that, right?
Should we go check it out? I mean, it's just down the road.
Okay, yeah, let's get the rest of whatever bottles open and start walking over there, I guess. Let's maybe a flashlight or something.
Should we bring the cow?
The cow will be fine. The cow will be fine.
I'm gonna start rifling for flashlights.
For flashlights? No flashlights. He has like those old school like lamps.
Okay.
A whole cabinet of oil lamps.
Yeah, it's just
I
a-
will-
From all different countries.
Alright, I'll take an oil lamp.
Yeah,
I'm
you-
accustomed to these.
I'll gather up an oil lamp.
Fantastic.
And then we make them go light.
You guys walk off into the woods.
I kick
with
that door
your
one more
oil.
time. I say, stupid fucking door.
Yeah, your foot goes through it.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, if I do that, I'm going to peek in the room
Okay,
real
I'll
quick
peek
before we
too.
go, since
Yeah,
I kicked
yeah.
the door. I already kicked the door
I put down
open.
my lantern.
Put the
Okay.
lantern down on the ground, yeah.
So you peek into this hole that
Through
you've
the
made.
foothole.
Yes, through the foothole that you've made in the door. You see what they've described. It's the room is lit up by like 30 candles that are still alight for some reason. There's all these like strange books. There's weird kind of symbols like carved into the wall. You can see that for some reason there's like flowers all over the place, like dead, dying flowers kind of everywhere. The room smells like almond blossoms, kind of, and you think you see the faintest amount of movement that could just be the breeze moving some of these dead flowers. Could be something else.
We gotta put candles out.
It's a fire hazard.
It's not safe.
No, it's not safe. We gotta
Arm
go.
through the hole. I fumble around and I try to unlock the door.
I mean, yeah, you're gonna do that.
Okay, I push the door open and I slam the door handle like into the wall and make a hole in the wall a
Absolutely,
little
yeah.
bit. I fuck up this dude's house. I go in there and I start blowing candles out really hard so wax sprays out.
Me
from
too.
them.
Yeah.
Yay!
You blow out
Yeah.
the candle, and then just like a second later, like it lights up again, almost like the trick candles.
That makes me angry. So I take my fingers, I lick them, and I grab the Wicca one and I squeeze it.
Wicca one.
A Wicca wand.
It
Then I
goes out,
release.
and then it lights again.
What
Okay.
is up with these fucking candles?
This is bullshit. I grab a candle and I grab the wick and I kind of like wrap my finger around and I start trying to like pull it out of the candle.
As you
Then
pick,
what happens?
I'm an angry drunk Brett right now.
This was the plot you had for us.
absolutely,
Sorry,
yeah.
I forgot they were playing a fucking game for a second. I'm just.
You guys pick.
Strike candles.
If this happened in real life, wouldn't you be pissed?
Yes, I would be pissed.
Yeah.
So you pick up this candle, and as you grab the lit wick, sticking to the bottom of the candle, you can see that there's like a small little like a piece of paper of some sort that seems to be like folded up, and it falls down onto the ground.
What the hell is this? And I drop the candle onto the ground.
Obviously.
And I bend over.
I will pick up the candle.
I pick up the piece of paper and I hold it up and I kind of lean really close to a candle and I hold it over the light from the candle and start trying to read it.
It's all sorts of like strange symbols in like a circle. You can see that there's like stars and there's like little moons and mushrooms
I
and
know
things
what
like
this is. They gotta write in code about their patients. Nobody can read it.
Oh, I think it's about like each candles for like one of our kids or something.
Yeah, there might be a Mel one here.
Oh, I don't like that one bit.
He's
I
still
don't-
got the asthma going on.
I mean, Mel's a delicate boy, but he's my flesh and blood, and I just love him so much.
The reason I ask is because when I had asthma as a kid, they just had me drink a bottle of peppermint oil and I was fine. So I was gonna recommend that.
I mean, maybe I'll try that. Thank you. Well, I guess.
Are the candles arranged in a particular shape?
Yeah, they're kind of arranged in like a half moon around the room.
I want to find the Mel candle. So I'm gonna just grab these lit candles and turn them upside down, looking for something that makes me think of my son.
There's all these different candles. As you're lifting them up, you notice that they're like strange symbols that looked as if they've been carved in with tiny little fingernails into the bottom of some of these candles.
I'm gonna help him look for Mel candle.
Yeah, look for the Mel candle.
You guys are awkwardly pouring wax all over this room onto like this beautiful like calligraphy that he's done out on some of these parchments and stuff. He has like pictures of him with an older woman, and yeah, you guys are just fucking up this room, pouring wax on everything.
Who's this babe?
This is very clearly his mother.
Oh,
Pretty nice.
yeah.
So you guys do not find anything that tells you that any of these
Fuck!
candles has to do with Mel.
Okay, well, I'm pissed.
Should we look at the books?
Yeah, I guess. We're already in here. Let's open up a couple books. Maybe.
Start digging through these books, and it all appears to be written in some sort of strange
damn
code.
it.
Fucking, hey, what is this?
Fucking
Like
guy.
Russian or something?
I think it's Cyrillic.
Huh. What's that?
One thing you see in a chunk of them is news clippings from different holidays.
in different European?
Local holidays.
Local holidays. I pull a couple of these out. These are the only things that are like in English. So I'll be like, maybe I guess he likes a scrapbooker or
Are these
something.
holidays that we remember?
I mean, it looks like they're from recent holidays and less than the past year.
I'd like to roll an investigation check.
You can roll brains.
Okay. Thank you. 5.
A 5. Yes, you see that each of these, they kind of mention strange occurrences, but none of it is like unexplainable. There was that time when the Russians were attacking you guys. You all had to hide in the bomb shelter.
Sure.
Yeah. There was that Halloween where there was like a huge gathering at the church. They were doing like a haunted house or something like that. There's all these, they seem like just disparate and like they don't connect in any way.
I took the treasure hunter strength.
Sure.
May I expend an adversity token in order to find a useful item? It's a big ask, I know.
Absolutely.
I'm a treasure hunter, right?
Yep.
Okay, I've expended an adversity token.
You find a big old weird key.
Look at this.
What the fuck is that thing?
It's a big old key. I hold it up over my crotch. Dirk.
I'm looking for a big old weird lock.
You do not find a big old weird lock.
If there
This
is
key
a key
does look
there must
familiar.
be a lock.
Ah, the key looks familiar.
It almost looks like this might go to the church door.
Oh shit.
Huh.
Why would he have?
His bells. Yeah, Roger's been fucking. He's the only one who's not acknowledging how weird these bells are.
It's true. Maybe he's behind the bells.
There's something shady about him. Let's drink more of his alcohol and go to the church.
I concur.
Yeah.
You guys grab a couple bottles of wine. You grab your oil flat.
I'm starting to think this guy's a piece of shit, and I kick over a chair. Let's go.
Yeah, like a really expensive vase falls down and smashes.
Fucking ugly.
I spit on it.
You guys are the worst.
Yeah.
You
Well,
walk
we do
off-
see where the kids get it.
Yep.
Although, wrong kids.
Yeah. Walking off into the darkness, you guys find yourselves approaching the church.
Tight.
In the entire way, you've noticed that there's like almost like bioluminescent like fungi and stuff that you probably haven't
What
noticed.
is going on?
I kick one of those fucking
I
toadstools.
spit on it.
Yeah, you kick one of the mushrooms, it explodes into bioluminescent sparkles that go everywhere.
Gross.
Dirk hawks a loogie on one, and you hear a
Who's that?
no response.
I spit on another one.
You hear, how dare you?
How dare I? Show yourself.
Yeah.
And you are not hearing this, Brett.
Dirk, who are you talking to?
Spit on one of the mushrooms.
I had to spit on a mushroom. I fuck it up and it goes down my chin.
Yeah, it goes down your chin, not hitting the mushroom at all. You hear nothing.
Now I try again.
Okay.
Spit on the mushroom.
You spit on the mushroom?
Yeah.
And you hear, stop.
Who is that? Who's there?
These mushrooms are talking.
I don't like talking mushrooms. I don't like this fucking place. I don't like Roger anymore.
Yeah, fuck Roger.
Fuck Roger.
I kick a mushroom.
As you kick that one, not only do you see like kind of the sparkles explode, but you also feel as if you are now being watched in these dark, quiet woods.
Do I feel like I'm being watched by multiple things?
Oh yeah.
Let's stop fucking up the mushrooms and go to the church.
Yeah, I'm not like I'm scared or anything,
No,
but
no.
yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
you
we should
guys-
get to the church.
You guys do that real quick walk that people
Yeah.
do when they're pretending not to be
Yeah,
scared.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And you approach the church. You hear the tinkling of bells in your ears, and it doesn't stop now.
That's very irritating.
I start trying to like shove my fingers into my ears and cover them.
You drop your oil lamp, you drop the bottle of wine, shoving your fingers into your ears.
Fuck it. It's okay because I don't drop the key because it's hanging out of my fly. From the joke that I've been keeping going way too long.
You guys approach the church door.
Okay, you've got the key.
Yeah, hanging out of my fly.
All right.
He humps the door.
Don't think I've ever seen Brett do anything aside from that to open a door.
It's like my wife, right?
Yeah, it is.
You just stick it in and you turn, it opens up.
You turn the key and the door opens. As you cross the threshold, the bells stop entirely.
Oh, thank God. What are we seeing?
You see the inside of a church.
I think Jade said the booze is in that back room.
Yeah, why do we come here again?
I think we wanted to find Roger.
Are we gonna kill the cow here?
I guess we could. There's a cemetery out back.
Did you bring the cow?
You said not to bring the cow.
This night's getting away from me.
I'm gonna sit down in a pew.
Yeah.
It feels really
in
good
a
to
pew.
sit down.
Yeah, I'll sit down next to you and start talking. I don't know. I'm gonna look for the wine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Dirk sits down and starts to kind of close his eyes. You walk into the back where you find 30 bottles of wine.
I grab 2 of them and start walking back out, and I say, "Dirk, party's back on."
Righteous.
You manage to carry these bottles of wine without breaking them.
Hey, guess I just needed some in me.
I have a theory. I'm gonna take a bottle of wine
Okay.
and walk outside of the church.
Walk outside of the church. You are outside of the church holding a bottle of wine.
And I can drink it?
Absolutely.
Okay, never mind, I was wrong. I go back in.
Oh, how was it out there? Welcome back.
Brisk.
Yeah. Well,
Actually, it was hot. It's July.
let's tie one on, right? Did we fuck up Roger's house? I'm just remembering.
So you guys gather up a bunch of these bottles of wine and kind of put them around you as you sit in the pew. And you guys eventually pass out.
Yeah.
We're real pieces of shit.
We suck. I haven't seen my kid in 48 hours.
You wake up, at 11 in the morning-ish on July 3rd.
Ugh.
Got one more day. We're doing fine.
You guys are just surrounded with bottles of wine.
What's
Yeah.
that little bowl that has the holy water?
The pestle.
The pestle?
No, that's a lie. I'm sorry.
I go over to the bowl of holy water. Is it there in the
Yep.
church? Is there holy water in it?
Yep.
I'm totally gonna rub that on my face, gargle and spit onto the floor. I feel like
Oh my god.
Dirk. I feel like
Dude, my
shit.
Catholic guilt is hitting me now.
I was just like, oh.
I'm gonna go out the front door,
Okay.
around the side, and I'm gonna pee on the wall.
Oh my god, the church.
Yeah, and I'm gonna jiggle it.
Helicopter.
So, Roger, those guys never showed up at your house again.
Come in, just see the decimation. Doesn't change my disposition. I just spent the night cleaning it up and then going to the door and fixing that and making sure nothing was taken and then noticing.
Nope.
Do I
there's
know?
fucking wax everywhere.
Yeah, there's wax everywhere. So most of my
The
night,
candles are no longer in the right spot.
so I'll rearrange those.
So, when morning hits, you decide you need to go figure out what happened to these guys.
Yeah, and well, I figured they're gonna leave some signs. Like I imagine they were dropping like booze that they were carrying and tromping through the woods, and also lamp oil probably. And actually, you were bleeding, so you know what I do? I just follow the trail of blood.
Yes, you followed the trail of blood, lamp oil, and wine bottles.
And piss.
And
Yeah.
piss.
Mushroom.
And destroyed mushrooms.
I'm like braced against the wall of the church, throwing up.
You find these two. They have a bunch of bottles of church wine sitting outside. One of them, Dirk, is leaning against the church, vomiting and peeing at the same time.
Yeah.
Ooh, good job.
And Brett is sitting there holding his head, surrounded by bottles of wine on the church stoop.
I'll come over. I'll say, "Good morning, fellas."
Ugh.
Oh, hey Roger. We got alcohol for the party.
4 bottles of communion wine.
Yes, I can see that, but it looks like you had quite a night.
Yeah, I don't remember most of it. What happened, Dirk? We heard bells. We came out here.
We were playing Jumanji. And then I think I went piss, and then I don't know what happened after that.
Yeah, but either way, we got to the church. There were bells.
Or the church. Yeah.
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 Well, that's That's interesting.
How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
Yeah.
That's very nice. Well, it seems that when you left, I believe you might have left the door unlocked, and some rapscallions came in and
Oh shit, man.
they made a mess.
Oh, I'm so
Kids.
sorry.
You didn't see anybody walking around my property.
I don't remember anything.
You didn't hear anybody while you were around my property.
No. No, I don't know what happened.
Probably out of towners.
Yeah, some kind of like rapscallions.
Is the cow still there?
I bet it was that shitty Spike Jones kid.
Oh, that kid's trouble.
Yeah, he's a motherfucker.
And let's see. Well, now, I can't say much, but just know that one needs some work.
He's always running out of the house, crying, screaming. It's just a real nuisance.
So what are you guys doing with all of these bottles of wine outside of the broken into church?
Idea. I'm gonna take my belt off and put it through the loops, and then string it over my shoulder.
You string together like 10 bottles of wine.
And so Father Morris decided to donate this for the event?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful. You both said yes at the same time. That's great. That means it's true.
Yeah.
And that nothing bad happened.
Yeah. Do you have this key?
And I'll look at that and I'll say,
It does not look familiar.
no.
Oh, well, I mean, check this. Look, it locks the door. I locked the door. It's pretty cool. I got the church key.
Oh, we might want to return that to Father Morris. Would you like me to hold on to it?
That'd be great.
Okay, I'll hold out my hand for it.
You know what I do.
Yeah.
He puts it in front of his crotch.
Yeah. And then I kind of lean that up and put that whole thing into your hand. Like, look, dude, it's like you're touching my dick.
Then I will take the key and say, very funny.
I grab a couple bottles of wine.
You guys make your way back to Roger's house. You guys put all these bottles into, I guess, Roger's car.
Yeah.
Ooh, gotta kill the cow now. Oh, tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes.
So what, the 3rd?
So it's really fresh.
It is the 3rd.
Does it
Did
like-
we miss 4th of July?
Does it need water?
I've already given it a bucket.
It's gonna die anyway.
Yeah, that's fair. We're
my
missing
God.
somebody. Where'd that douchebag go?
Oh, he had to fly. We're gonna go pick somebody else up for today.
Jesus, Molly.
Yes, it seems Garrett has another role model for today.
He can't be worse than the last two.
You guys all pop into the car and you begin making your way over toward Molly's house.
I totally, it all hits me, the hangover, and I just lean out of Roger's window that's sticking. And I struggle to, I'm puking into my mouth and holding it in my cheeks as I desperately try to roll the window down.
Make a grit roll.
Grip roll, grip roll, grip roll. I have a good one for that. 6.
A 6. You managed to not throw up all over yourself.
Cool, I puke out your window.
That's fine.
It's all over the side of the Lincoln.
Oh, don't worry about that. That'll come off. And if you happen to have, an accident and vomit in that car, don't worry. There's a nice film of plastic over the seats.
Oh.
It's very cleanable.
That's actually a smart move.
Especially
there,
if
Roger.
you got some, kids.
Yeah.
So you guys pull up to Molly's house. Now, Ed, you spent a lovely evening with Molly.
Oh, you know it.
Oh boy.
I feel like Ed's gonna be pretty upstanding. I like the sound of this guy.
You hear somebody pull into your driveway, or into the driveway of the house that you're in.
Well, Molly's not here, so... And the kid ain't here either. I don't know where he went. I know he was here last night. Head to the front door.
Yeah, what you see is a guy leaning out of a Lincoln in the back seat, vomiting. You see a man smiling, staring straight forward in the driver's seat, and another guy smoking, trying to keep the window as closed as possible so the smoke stays in the car.
That's Roger, Brett, and Dirk. All right. Hey, fellas, what are you guys doing?
I'll step out and I'll good morning, neighbor. Why don't you come on down? I'm sure Molly filled you in.
Yeah, I filled her in. As I approach Roger, I put a hand out. If he doesn't immediately put his hand out, I grab his hand. Pleasure to see you again, Roger. You know me, we went to school together. Still running for mayor. Still gonna need that vote.
Well, we'll see about what platform you run on when we get there.
Well, I can let you fellas know I'm running on the Swingles platform.
Well, while we're on our way, why don't you tell us your whole platform? I think the fellas
Wonderful.
would love it.
Oh, look at that! I get shotgun.
You guys start driving. Where
No,
are you headed?
I have to say, it's very important here. I have stumbled over to the garden hose, and I have turned it on, and I'm just like drinking out of the garden hose on the front lawn, kind of waving it, and just getting my bearings. This is very important for my character.
I don't think Garrett's house has a hose.
And then just the spigot, then. I just turn it and put my mouth on it like a fucking dog.
Like leaning down by the spigot.
Sure, yeah, I'm on my knees, and I'm just like, oh.
Brett didn't hold his alcohol very well in college, or in high school either.
Hey, Ed, we had a really rough couple of days.
Really?
Listen, yeah,
Really?
man, we gotta fucking go kill a cow.
Okay. All right, you got me. I'm in. Why we gotta kill a cow?
Brett, that's tomorrow. We're killing the cow. But
Let's just get it over with.
Well, I think today we might need to think of a way of, cooking the cow.
Oh,
You gotta kill it first, otherwise it's just not right.
Yes, we do.
We all got barbecues.
I don't have a barbecue.
Well, the three of us have barbecues.
Well, I can use Molly's.
Oh, well, would you like
I
to...
look over. Well, we can use someone's.
Yeah.
Okay, well
yeah,
then...
Molly's is pretty messed up.
You know
looking.
what? We can use the schools. They got one of those drums.
Oh.
The flip up, slide out. You should know where it is.
We could have the whole thing at the school.
the school has to support it. They love community events.
I got keys for the gates and for the barbecue.
Oh, man. We might have just stumbled into a solution.
Boys' locker room? There's like 6 drains in there.
Cut it up. Yeah.
Dude, I would like you to make a brains roll, please.
To see how great of an idea this is. Nice.
8.
You know that you will fully get fired if you get caught doing this.
So, I got a question for you boys. How you moving the cow?
Trailer.
We have a trailer.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Because I was going to offer the school bus.
Well, no, now, we could see about using the barbecue, but that we wouldn't be able to move it, and I don't know that the school would be very keen on doing that there. Now, the park is still an option.
What about the animal husbandry lab? Ag sciences?
Get some of those 4-H kids to do it.
Well, it's
That's a
4-H kids.
great idea. Some of them kids, ooh, they can do
not.
stuff I can't do.
They're not in it for the right reason.
We could see if some of the 4-H kids, and you know what, actually, I'm good friends with the 4-H teacher. I could give her a call, and we could see if maybe they want to help butcher the cow.
Maybe we could just pawn the whole cow thing off on them.
Well, it's a learning experience.
Totally, yeah.
And
Let's go
it'll
find a
help the
payphone.
community. But we still need a way to cook the meat.
We can cook the meat in the barbecue.
But whose barbecue?
The schools.
Well, we can't have it at the school because we can't butcher the
Don't
cow
you have a trailer hitch on the back of your vehicle?
I got a trailer, even better, Ed. I got a trailer on the back of the vehicle attached to the trailer hitch. If we can get... What day of the week is it? On July 3rd?
Don't make me answer that. It's
At
the weekend.
the park.
It's the weekend. Damn.
It's Saturday. At the
Damn.
park, is there like the little barbecue pit things?
Oh, yeah. You would know that there are some of those
Oh,
there.
fucking A. Sick.
So we butcher the cow at the park.
The
4-H kids,
the
maybe.
woods are right next to the park. We could always just, go in there, butcher it, set up a little area with the 4-H kids.
Now, hold on now. I've seen that Spike boy going into those woods. I don't think you want to leave parts in there for him to... That boy's... I've thrown him off the bus a number of times. There's something wrong with that kid.
Well, yes, but we'll be keeping an eye out. And the one thing I know is Spike does avoid me like the plague.
Yeah, I get it. But once we leave, Unless we push all the stuff in the river. I mean, anything goes in the river just disappears, right?
We would. We need to dispose of it properly. We'll cross that bridge.
Just
when
make
we
the
get there.
4-H kids do it. I hate dealing with this cow, you guys.
Yes. Okay. I
I'm
can
getting
talk.
really tired.
So then we just need to procure wood or coal for the fire.
We could do that.
Hardware store?
You guys start making your way to the hardware store.
Yeah, and you can tell us about your platform on the way.
Absolutely. So, here's the way it goes.
I'm
We start
actually
having
really
Swingles
curious
night.
Yeah. I do have
And
curious.
we're gonna cut away from that. Watch you guys driving down the road. You pull up to the hardware store. It is now, 2 in the afternoon. So
And the women come twice. That's my thinking.
Why, that is quite a platform.
Right. This time for sure. This year for sure.
You got
All
my
right,
vote.
What are we getting at the store?
Well, we need to procure some charcoal for the fires or firewood.
How are we going to
What about
kill this
mesquite?
cow? Like a sledgehammer?
Ed's gonna call the 4-H kids. They should have all that.
Now, hold on a second. Ever since last year, I can't be calling any of those kids. But Roger,
Take a step back.
but Roger can.
Explain or rewrite.
Roger's got a reason to ask, right? I mean, you got most of those kids on speed dial, right?
No,
speed
I talked to their parents. When
Well, just get a hold of them and have them go on down.
Okay, let me call the 4-H teacher.
So Roger, yeah, there's a payphone right there. The three of you guys walk inside.
Charcoal. Briquettes.
And mesquite. You want to give it a good flavor.
I walk over to a guy who's working here. Maybe not even working here. I've got red-ass teeth from drinking all his wine. And I'm a mess. And I just say, charcoal. Charcoal briquettes.
Yeah, I'm sorry there, boss, but the charcoal got a little wet.
Wood.
We got wood, yeah.
Mesquite. We're going to need mesquite.
Lighter fluid.
We got lighter fluid, yeah.
Fire.
Cool.
Where?
Are you gentlemen okay?
Yeah.
We got a lot of responsibility, man. We got to put together this barbecue.
Fucking sucks.
It's difficult. Fucking wife signed me up for this.
Goddamn cow.
All right, gentlemen, let's get you the things that you need.
Do you know anybody involved with the 4-H club, man? It would help us out a bunch.
I certainly don't.
I'm pretty sure Roger's got that.
Okay, good. Well, yeah, we need wood. We need lighter fluid. That's it, right?
Yeah, he has a shopping cart with all of the stuff that you guys already told him.
Cool.
So I'm gonna pull Brett aside. So you realize, Brett, that the lighter fluid, it's a scam. We can just go get a couple of gallons of gas from the station.
That's a great point, Ed. It's a great point, Ed. Hey, you son of a bitch! You're trying to scam me. I don't even need this.
I wouldn't recommend cooking with gasoline, gentlemen.
It
What do you
lights real
think, Ed?
quick. No, absolutely. If it lights real quick, big pile.
No.
You think no, Dirk?
Yeah, I'm gonna start pushing the cart towards the register.
So you guys get rung up. I mean, he charges you an appropriate amount in the 80s.
You help
44
me
cents
out,
or
Ed.
something.
You help me
75 cents.
75 cents. A shiny penny.
That's what happens when millennials start thinking about what happened before they were born. As you guys get rung up and you guys come stumbling out, Roger, you see that Ed is leading these two. Ed looks like he did a few minutes ago. Somehow Brett and Dirk both look way worse than they did. It looks like they're both incredibly dehydrated.
Oh boy.
So have you guys eaten yet? I mean, we can go down to the Greasy Spoon, get us a little bit of eggs, bacon.
Don't say anything.
Roger, you got plastic in the back?
Well, everything's lined in plastic.
Perfect.
Oh my god.
I keep making this horrible monkey scream.
I love it. Okay, so you guys have all of this stuff in the car.
Was I able to get a hold of the 4-H?
You were able to get a hold of the 4-H teacher, and she said that she would start calling around to see if any of the kids would be willing
Wonderful.
to
Meryl.
murder a cow for you in the park.
Meryl is a peach.
Yes.
All right, so we're done, right?
We could probably have like
That was quick.
one of those bottles of wine.
We could just go to the bowling alley.
You're so right. Let's just go bowl. It's dark
Well-
in there.
Okay.
Well, now wait. What we should do is we should prep the area, shouldn't we? Or
No. We were asked to get stuff. We've done that.
What did we agree to do again?
I didn't agree to shit.
well, now come on. You all know this isn't just for anybody. This is also for your kids.
I don't
what
have
do
any
you
kids.
Jade does
That
not
Garrett
believe
kid's
in
messed
the
up.
American establishment.
Well, when you're with Molly, Garrett is a part of that.
That's true. That's true. Hey, so I know we got a couple of good home ec classes. We could have them do the decorating.
outsource
Well,
to children.
I
Child
do
labor.
happen to know the home ec teacher.
Perfect. There is a payphone at the bowling alley.
I reached into my pockets, and at the beginning of this game, I wrote that I carry too much change.
Yep, you did.
So
say
I
that.
put my hands in my pockets, and I kind of just hold two hands overflowing with change. Dude.
Not only is there change, but there's like wet Cheerios. There's some dirt. There's a dead frog.
There's nothing there to go play Space Invaders.
I will take the appropriate amount for a phone call.
That would be a
back
dime.
then. A dime. I will take a dime.
Not a real coin.
Yeah.
I know, right?
I don't know what that is.
Throw those
but
away.
Cents, please.
I will go to the.
I lose
A
about half the
phone.
change and send the rest back into my
It just
pockets.
kind of falls all over
I
the
don't
place.
give a fuck.
Brett is not doing well, guys.
So I say we go in, we lubricate, and as soon as he comes in, he can join us.
It is not Thursday.
That's, get it? I get the joke.
Swiggles.
So, yes, I will call the home ec teacher,
Make a charm roll.
Frederico. That's the name that. Oh boy! Unless I can bump that up, but I don't think I can on a natural one.
I mean,
with my D20, that's brutal.
ooh. I mean, you can.
Hey, wait 1 second. No.
I mean, you can always bump it up with adversity tokens.
many
I'm gonna
adversity
spend
tokens?
6 adversity tokens to make it a 7.
I have 2 to make it a 9,
I'll add 3.
to make it a 12.
Oh my god, that is more than enough.
Cool, I'm keeping mine then.
Okay.
You. Federico does not like you. When he realizes that it's you, he almost hangs up. When you say, no, wait, this is about making something.
Yeah.
You convince him to make bunting and all of this other stuff. When he hears that he doesn't have to talk to you, and the only thing that he has to do is the thing that he enjoys doing, he 100% agrees to do it, and agrees to get a bunch of the summer school kids in on it.
I say thank you so much, and Frederico, I owe you one.
He hangs up.
Hang up, smiling, turn around, and come back to you guys.
Success.
Frederico is gonna call around and get everybody to make some wonderful decorations.
Alright, let's hit
perfect.
the lanes.
You know, you are fantastic at delegating. I'm going to need someone like that on my platform.
Well, thank you. We'll talk. I think I could do a lot of good for this town.
I'm beginning to believe that as well.
Ed, you gotta be careful running on a platform. You might fall off.
All right, let's keep
So
moving.
you
Red.
guys head on over to Slap Happy's Red Light Lanes, where you guys, again, begin having a grand old time. It does look like they're setting up for the 4th of July tournament, but you are able to get quite a few rounds of bowling in, and you are able to drink to your heart's content. It is now July 3rd, about 9 o'clock at night. You guys have been drinking for a while. You guys have been having a great time. What are you guys doing at this point?
All right, friends. I think it's time we should go home. We have to be ready for tomorrow.
Roger is fucked up.
Roger's scary. I don't know where my truck is, but I agree.
What, should we just leave from your place? We could all hang out at Roger's? And
No.
Well, I have the extra rooms.
I'm going home.
I don't want to go home right now.
Well, why?
I don't want anybody to see me like this. I've been having a hard couple days.
That's true.
I think if the barbecue goes well, then maybe everybody will forget about everything else I've done.
I think what you need to remember is that your loved ones will love you no matter what.
The last interaction you had with your wife was stealing money out of her purse and leaving a note that kind of said "I love you." That was 2 days ago.
I wish I could go with you guys because it sounds like a lot of fun, but I'm going to head back over to Molly's.
Yes, that makes sense.
So who's driving?
I will attempt to act sobered up and say, I could drive.
I want everybody who wants to drive to make charm rolls.
I'm
the
just walking
highest.
home.
Okay.
I'll take a ride.
You're gonna what?
Walk.
I got an 11.
An 11. Well, I don't think anyone's fighting with you to be able to drive.
Yeah, I don't want to drive. There's no way I can drive.
And so, Ed, you're just walking back over to Molly's?
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. So, I guess, Brett, you're just gonna go crash at Roger's house again?
Yeah. I'll just crash at Roger's. And, I'll help you move the cow. I'm good at lifting things. It's one of the only things I'm good at.
Dirk, it's late. You're drunk. Roll a flight. See how well you get home.
Good, my best stat. What's a 3 get me?
A 3 gets you there 5 hours later.
Ooh, it's a long time.
Yep.
Should have
Some
ridden
time.
home with Roger.
It's
Curl
about a
up in my lawn
2-mile walk.
Yeah. I go to sleep in the lawn chair.
Nice, obviously.
Yeah. What else would I do?
Mosquitoes buzzing all over the
I don't want to
place.
wake anybody up.
Ed, how did you get back to Molly's?
Walked.
You walked all the way to Molly's?
Mm-hmm.
As you got there, you noticed that there was another car in the driveway that is not Molly's.
Looks like it's going to be another night in the bus.
What a vivid
And
image.
walks off into the night back toward the school. Oh my god, you live in a bus.
You're trying to be the mayor. A sex mayor.
You
Starting from the
I fucking love Ed so much.
I like
Best
that a lot,
character.
yeah.
and the sex mayor.
I'm writing that for posterity.
Yeah, I've written it here. That Ed's running for sex mayor. So the morning comes. Brett, this has been a rough few days. You wake up in that weird study with all of the candles.
Oh.
Yeah, did I find the Melvin candle?
You did not. But you do have a bunch of those candles around you.
That makes sense. Well,
And I'm standing over you.
of course you fucking... I go, Roger.
He's holding a hot skillet.
Oh,
I've made some bacon. Are you hungry?
I should probably eat. How do I feel?
Roll a grit, and I want to give you disadvantage, but I won't.
I think you should do it.
3!
A 3, you feel like absolute ass. You feel like you have spent 3 days drinking and doing nothing other than just getting fucked up with your buddies and worrying about stuff that you have to do in the future.
Breaking into churches.
Breaking into churches.
There's a nice hangover cure right there. It's a smoothie with a raw egg in it. A berry smoothie with a raw egg in it specifically. A little bit of spinach.
This bacon tastes strange.
And there's some ham steaks as well. And some eggs.
I'm gonna slam down this odd smoothie.
It's disgusting.
I don't really care for it, but I'm gonna
It
try.
tastes very herbal.
Ugh. Ooh, ugh.
Yes.
Try to kill the flavor with some bacon. It tastes off. Like, Roger, your groceries are... This is not... You know what? Thank you. This is all fine.
You're welcome. And here's some coffee too and some water.
Oh,
You see a slight glint in Roger's eye, and you hear the tinkling of bells as he's giving you all this food and drink that you're imbibing and ingesting.
I continue to imbibe and ingest, and I ask Roger, "Really, are you hearing bells?"
No, I don't hear any bells. Are you? And I'll cross my legs the other way. Are you hearing bells? And I'll take a drink of coffee.
It's been driving me nuts these last few days. I've just been hearing bells constantly. I feel like I'm losing my mind, and I feel like I've been acting weird too.
You haven't been sleeping. You've been drinking to excess. You
begin to hear giggling. Lots and lots of giggling. Like tiny little people giggling all over the place.
I start whipping my head around as the camera pans around me.
Say, what's wrong?
I hear it's worse now. I hear laughter.
Oh no. The hangover's really getting to you.
Maybe I should lie down or something. This doesn't feel right.
Drink this water. It'll help.
Thank you so much, Roger.
You're welcome.
Accepting
drink this
another
water.
drink from him, you guys enjoy, the early morning of 11:30 as he's feeding you and giving you water and stuff.
When's this barbecue supposed to start?
We need to leave immediately. We have to go pick the others up, and Molly called. Unfortunately, Ed is, according to the story, Ed had to go work on his campaign some more. Okay. He is running for sex mayor, so I still don't understand what that is, but I'm sure it will work out. We have a new person joining us today. Do you happen to know Chris Stent, the young man who works at the video store?
The pothead kid?
Yeah, he's about 23. He's a bit young. Molly has very much been on one lately. I hope she's okay.
To be fair, I've been plotting cow murder and stealing wine from churches. I guess I can't really judge, but
Yeah, we on our way down, we should probably talk about that. It's not the best behavior, and I know that you can do better.
So you guys have to get the cow.
Yeah.
we gotta get this cow.
You have the truck with the trailer, and you have the vomited on Lincoln.
The cow didn't clean it off for us?
Licky bit.
It's a salt lick.
Do we have so we got some kids to kill this cow.
Yeah, we just gotta meet. I called the 4-H. I called Merrill this morning. They're gonna meet us over there at the park.
Well, let's just get this day. Let's just get this day over with. I just want to get on with my life, get a win under my belt.
Excellent. And I put the spit in my car.
The spit?
Yeah, for roasting the meat.
Oh! You had a jar of spit.
No!
So, Brett, are you driving your truck?
My truck's got the trailer on it. Let's go get this cow.
You guys load up the cow into the trailer.
We have the alcohol in my car.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so the alcohol's in my car.
You have the stolen church wine. Yeah.
Bring the stolen church wine.
And the pile of 2x4s and lumber and lighter fluid.
Yeah, that's in your car. Oh, wait, that's in
your car.
Oh, it's in my car. Yes, that's right.
Sick. It's gonna be a great barbecue. How do I feel now? Do I feel better after drinking all these?
You feel so terrible.
I can't start my truck.
You guys take off down the dirt road, down Crow Hill Lane, and into town, where you first pull into the trailer park.
Jesus Christ.
I just pull. I stop the car and I just lean on the horn.
I'm mid-piss. I finish my piss.
You have to roll it out. You gotta grab your penis at the base and then pull the
Like
urine
a
out.
go-gurt.
Yeah, you gotta go-gurt your dick.
Alright, once I'm been Gogurt. I will get in the fucking truck.
Get in this fucking car, Dirk.
If you do, we have to go pick up the.
Jesus Christ.
We have to go to Molly.
Roger will meet you at the damn park. We're gonna get this cow over there.
I'll go to Molly's.
You pick up that fucking stoner kid. We'll see you there.
I thought he had a girlfriend.
So, Dirk, you woke up and you had a brand new soft pack of Marlboro Reds
Aw.
100s sitting in your
Nice
shirt
lady.
pocket. So, I guess, Brett, you're going straight to the park, right?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck anymore. Start the car. I don't even really talk to Dirk. I just look
It's
forward.
mutual.
Yeah. Happy 4th.
I'm just smoking.
And, Roger, you pull up at Molly's house.
And I'll go knock on.
Oh, you don't knock. I'm sitting right on the porch. As soon as you pull up, yo, what up, dude? Come down. No way, it's the counselor dude.
What? Yes, that is. Wait, listen, Chris, why? That is who I thought it is. Well, hi there. You were told by Molly that you're helping us today?
Yeah. So like she said, we're gonna be doing like a 4th of July thing, like a party and stuff. Are we gonna have fireworks and stuff?
Well, and then I'll stop. And I'll say, well, we're gonna see now, aren't we?
Fantastic. And I gotta say, I've been hearing some weird stuff. Dude, somebody said you guys are killing a cow.
I'll say, well, we do have fresh beef. That it's going to be fresh beef.
Yeah. So I was in 4-H for 5 years or something like that, and you know that beef's got to rest, right? Like you age it.
Well,
That does not sound true.
that sounds made up. No, I'm just kidding. I'll stop, and you see, I'm smiling and staring at you, and my head kind of starts slowly tilting. I'll say, well, I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, it's a thing, like butcher shops. They hang the meat for can't remember 30 days, 60 days, something like that. Maybe it was 90
I'm gonna
days.
lean uncomfortably forward and say, so the meat won't be good to eat?
Well, I mean, from what I understand, it's going to be kind of tough, and you know what? You guys are making it into hamburger, right? I mean, the little dudes ain't going to like steak.
Yes, you're right. Hamburger meat. Excellent. And it sounds like you can help us.
Really? Shit, yeah, okay. All right.
Well,
I'm in. I hop in the car.
Well, you were in
Shotgun, fuck yeah.
Miss Merrill's class, right? For 4-H?
Yeah, I was, yeah.
Yeah. She is getting other 4-H'ers
She doesn't
out
like me.
here. Oh, well, I'll talk to her.
Okay.
There's-
Yeah, I mean, I've totally changed. I've set myself straight. Hey, is it okay if I smoke in here?
I'll say, yes, that's fine.
Yeah, no, I've totally turned my life around. I'm the assistant manager, to the assistant manager of the video store now. Everything's coming up roses, man.
That's great. And while we're on the way, we're going to the park. Let me ask you one question.
Mm-hmm. As I light up this cigarette, big air quotes.
Are you happy? And then we'll
So you guys begin taking off toward the park, knowing that is the final place that you have to go today. So we'll cut over to Brett and Dirk, who have just arrived at the park with a cow.
The AC is just on full blast, and there's no radio music playing.
So as you arrive at Gateway Park, this is the nicest place that you have been in the past 3 days.
No.
There's a nice cool breeze, there's shade, there's a couple of little barbecue pits that seem to be incredibly rusted out and unusable.
Tetanus shots are invented, right?
I mean, the bottoms have rusted out entirely.
Shut the fuck up!
You guys wander over to where the main the main event of the barbecue is going to be, and first of all, there's a billion ants all over the ground.
Irrelevant.
There's also so many yellow jackets flying everywhere.
We gotta get the fucking ant burner in here.
The citronella candle?
No, the guy who was burning ants.
Oh yeah. What was that? Was that Carl?
It was like 2 ago.
I think that was Carl. Who was your favorite?
Ed.
Ed was good.
Okay, who gives
Let's
a
get
fuck?
the cow out of the. Let's get the
You
cow.
guys start getting stung by these
spit
yellow
on
jackets.
I don't even care. I'm dead.
Yeah. It's been a fucking bender and a half, and we're in our 30s and 40s.
All of my nerves are frazzled off. I can't feel them.
So you guys begin pulling this cow out as yellow jackets are stinging the living shit out of you.
It's so fucked up.
This isn't good.
I'm gonna. Can I expend an adversity token to find something useful?
Oh shit, me too. Yeah.
No.
Find a bottle of water.
Oh, that's useful.
I also spend 1 to find something useful.
You
A hatchet for killing this cow.
A pool cue.
Eyeball. You just hold it up there, and I just run up and smack the back of the pool cue.
Is there anything in particular you're looking for, Dirk?
A rolled up magazine in my back pocket.
A rolled up magazine in your... You do find a rolled up magazine in your back pocket, and as you open it up and look at it, you see that it's Farmer's Life, and this is the one that actually happens to be all about, like, beekeeping and stuff like that.
Cool. I start swatting at the yellow jacket.
With the information that tells you exactly how to handle the problem, you swing at the cow.
I
Okay.
am not a clever man.
And you know what? Fuck it. I take some of this water and I like pour it on my body. I'm like, the bees won't get us through the water. And I start pouring some on Dirk too. Just drown the hornets.
I'm going fucking ham on these yellow jackets.
Okay, so Roger and Chris, you guys pull up, and you see Brett pouring water all over himself, and
on Dirk.
and Dirk is swinging around a magazine that's all about beekeeping, hitting the yellow jackets that are stinging them both. And there's a cow, not tied up to anything, that's just walking around, standing in the middle of a big mushroom circle.
Dude, is that the cow?
Yes, that is the cow.
How do you expect the little 4-H dudes to do it?
Well, that seems to fall upon Meryl. That I told her what we were going to be doing.
Like, she's coming out here to... It's so weird to hear it. It's Mrs. Rosa, but is she going to come out here to like, pick the cow up?
Well, I believe they're going to butcher the cow here.
Whoa, that'll be cool.
Yes. Now, do we also see... So we see them being stung.
Absolutely. Yep.
And I'll say, well, it looks like our friends are being attacked by, what, hornets? And are those appear to be ants all over them.
Dude, I'm staying in the car.
Well, that's a real shame. I mean...
By the way, you do realize the inside of the car we're hotboxing it. Yeah. There is just smoke everywhere.
I'll say, wait a minute. Chris, you're a genius.
Whoa, I haven't heard that before.
The smoke, all these yellow jackets.
They like weed too?
And I'll say, well, oh, you really don't know? Well, then you just stumbled into it. Well,
What did I do?
smoke and bees.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever seen any documentaries on beekeeping?
I'm pretty sure Miss Rosa actually ran some, but I don't remember seeing them.
I'm trying to lead you to it, but it's okay if you need a little bit of help. Okay, well, bees and hornets.
Sting people.
Yes, and do you know what puts them to sleep?
Stinging a lot of people?
Smoke.
Oh, no shit! Whoa! Okay, hang on. And I'm rolling a second joint.
And I'll say, well, we're going to need a little bit more than that.
Dude, I only brought one bag.
And I'll say, well, and I'll reach behind my bag, happen to have a bunch of newspaper here. If we crumpled this up and then put that inside of it, why, we could get a real good smoke going and go and wave it around.
Yeah, that's not the way it works, dude. Like you can't smoke. I mean,
No, we're not
All
smoking.
doing really good.
The bees are
You guys are
smoking. Alternatively,
okay.
do you know how to build fires?
Yeah, no, I totally do.
Well, you could go out there and build a bonfire, and then
Okay.
we could place the smoke upon that.
Okay, I'm looking around with a cart. Okay, if I use the bottle back there?
And I'll say, yes, that's fine. And then the wood and everything's in the back.
Gotcha. Okay. So I get out of the car with the bottle.
And I probably lock the door and just sit there smiling, watching as they work.
I'm gonna open up his gas tank.
Uh-huh.
Pull the strap of plastic tubing that I have, put it in the back of the gas tank, and I'm gonna siphon into the bottle gas.
So you start siphoning out his gasoline.
Yeah, just enough for the bottle.
Yeah, of course,
All right. Wrap it back up, shake it out, put it back in my pocket. I'm gonna go grab a couple of things of wood, drag the bottle. Dude, like, where are we setting it up?
I'll look for an open spot and just point over there. Looks fine.
So I am looking. Delinquent or not, I do realize during the day, I should probably do it in one of the barbecue rounds. Is there one generally where he pointed?
So there really isn't. All these barbecue rounds are far too small for the size of fire that you were going to make.
But if they're in the vicinity.
Where Roger pointed is kind of out in the middle of the park, just in the big open part, actually right next to where the cow is standing.
Dude, you're sure about this?
Yes, it will be fine.
Okay, yeah, no, sounds cool. No, I'm in.
And I'll say, and I'll put in a good word with Molly as well.
Oh, you would do that? You are the man. All right, so I start TPing up the wood.
You find this huge mushroom circle that you start TPing up the wood in the middle of.
I'm gonna look at the mushrooms for a moment.
Okay.
Have I seen these before?
Oh, these are not those mushrooms.
Ah,
No,
damn it.
these
All
are-
right, well, I'm
these
not
are-
worried about burning these then. So I'll TP up the wood, pour all of the gasoline
All
out of
of
the
the
bottle
gasoline.
onto the wood, step back, and flick.
You create a huge fireball. It bursts up into the air, singeing a couple of the nearby trees, and making just a huge cloud of white smoke goes exploding outward. This wood has a very strange smell to it, but it seems to be making all of the bees go away.
Fuck yeah, dude, you were right!
It is at this point that you see probably about 50 teenage students come walking up. Some of them are carrying like butcher knives and shit.
Oh, cool.
And
Good.
some of them
Yeah.
are carrying like bunting.
And also, I'll step out and say, wonderful, you're all here. Thank you for joining us. Now, okay, go ahead and you all with the bunting, go ahead and you can decorate the area. The bonfire and cooking's gonna happen over here. And then 4-Hers, oh, hi, Miss Merrill. Yes, let's go. We'll take you over to the woods. We'll find you a nice spot for the cow butchering. There's
Kids are just holding like butcher knives.
I have a nice spot right within the woods here. And then are the ants still on the ground? Or yeah. So I'll like try and avoid them as I come to you two and say, well, it looks like young Chris is able to help us with the hornets. Are you two all right?
I'm bit to shit.
It's bad. It's bad.
As you can see, unfortunately, there's still ants everywhere. either of you know how to deal with ants?
I'll start hitting it with my magazine.
You guys got a magnifying glass?
Roll brains, you two drunk ones.
You're just hitting the ants.
1.
2. I think you wanted
This
2.
is what
I
they're going to
clearly
do.
have 2, yeah.
They're stomping on the ants.
Yeah,
We got it.
I'll let them do it for about 20 seconds. I'll let them get this out, and I'll say, well, that's a really good solution you both came up with, but I think it's going to take a little bit long, and we'll need you help to build up the fire, keep
Stop
it going.
the mind games. What do you want us to do?
Please just tell us what to
While
do.
they're doing this, I'm going to run back to the trunk.
I should do her on the
There's a
ground.
couple of things of lighter fluid back there.
Absolutely.
I'll just crouch down.
Coming back up with the lighter fluid.
Well, so neither of you have any idea about how to deal with ants or how to find out how to deal with
I'm going to
ants?
start striping the
Can you
lighter fluid
just
around
say
where they
it.
are.
Just say it.
And then can I look at the magazine?
Yeah.
What is it? Do I see what the title is?
Yeah, I mean, it's this is Farmer's Life. It's
or Apiary Daily.
yeah, Apiary Daily.
And what's that in your hand? And may I?
Yeah.
And I'll take it. And you said it was about pest control? Or
It's about
Oh,
beekeeping.
shit.
about
Yeah,
beekeeping.
I'm
there's-
skilled at killing vermin.
Oh,
I'd like to kill the vermin.
Yeah, you would know exactly how to handle this. That ants will not cross white chalk lines.
I now have to find white chalk.
So you didn't. I knew that you would.
I'm gonna kill you. No, I don't say that. Okay, is there like a
Mr. Frederick,
black?
you ready? I think I can get rid of the ants pretty easily. You guys want to step back, though.
Is there a what?
Is there a blacktop nearby?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Do I spy a hopscotch?
Yeah.
Is there any little?
There's definitely a bunch of little kids who are drawing with chalk on the ground.
Okay, I'll even expend an anniversary token to get it. And I'm gonna go steal some chalk.
You just walk over and take this chalk out of these little
push
kids'
that
hands.
kid onto the ground.
Well, I don't push him, but yeah, I take the chalk.
Yeah, you just like grab their little bucket of chalk.
Yeah.
Sick.
And then I'm gonna start drawing circles.
You start making like circles all over the place as you see Stoner Chris light a match and throw it at the ground, and the ground alights because he's been pouring lighter fluid all over the place.
I did crisscrosses.
Yeah, that'd be the end of my effort in this venture.
Yeah.
You make a bunch of like circles of
I
white
would stop
chalk.
as soon as that happens. I would just put the bucket down and go sit on a bench.
I want to be communing with this cow a little bit. Is it still there? Or do the kids take it away?
And all of the kids are like standing around it. They're kind of like hitting their bats into their hands like they're about to murder them.
I just put my head against the cow's head, and I say, I'm sorry, friend. You're gonna have to die for this. Kids.
All of the kids seem to have a glint in their eyes, like they're hungry for this.
No.
Brett, could you
What?
come over here and help me? Let the children commence with the slaughter.
Oh, okay, hey kids, have fun. Happy 4th of July.
Dirk, would you come back over here, please?
Wordlessly, Dirk will rise and rejoin.
Rise of Dirk.
Chris, could
The
you kick some
dirkening.
dirt on that? The little extra burny part. We just want to keep the fire to the bonfire.
Oh, I mean, it's lighter fluid. It'll like go out pretty quick. I mean, see, you can see the edges are already going.
Excellent. Well, thank you all for coming to this little circle. I wanted to say, look at the great works we have accomplished. And I'll just kind of wave my hand out. We are providing a wonderful 4th of July celebration to these children and community members.
Oh, would this be like community service?
I have to say, well, unofficial community service.
Could it be like official? Like if I can get Mike and Bev to accept this for my hours, I could probably become the assistant manager.
Thank you for remembering the other guys.
Yeah.
That might be worth talking to Mike and Bev about.
Dude,
yes.
you rock. Everything that I said about the counselor, man, it was all wrong. You're the best, dude.
As you guys are having this conversation, you see that the kids start slitting the cow's throat right next to the fire.
I just raise my hand towards it and say, look at that. The learning that's going on. These children are getting live experience.
I'm turning green.
As the blood hits the ground, you guys begin to hear the bells in your ears.
You guys hear that? Is it just me?
No, I've been.
I'll say, yes, isn't it beautiful? Would any of you, and I'll pull out 2 bottles of wine, like a drink?
Seriously? Drinks too? I reach for the wine.
I'll hand one to you. I'll uncork one. I'll hand one to you, Dirk.
And
Yeah.
you begin to raise these bottles of wine, and Roger looks like he's going to give a little bit of a toast.
And I'll raise up the bottle of wine, looking over our great works, and I will say, with stolen wine in blood we dwell, yet we
What?
gather for the spell. The powers unseen, the realms unknown. Guide us, children, to our new home.
Wait,
And
that's a weird...
As he begins to drink the wine, you feel the world melt around you. You hear the laughing of tiny little people. You feel the flutter of wings. Looking around, you notice the sky looks different. Time no longer passes normally anymore. And you find that you are now in a strange new place and no longer in Gateway Park.
I am tossing the joint.
And that's where we'll end our session.
Yay! Thanks, Mike.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for joining us on another NCRP Productions podcast. We couldn't do this without you, so please like and subscribe everywhere we're found, including YouTube, Facebook, Anchor, Google, Apple, Spotify, and other great podcast sites. If you'd like to help us continue making more content, we'd love to have your support on our Patreon. And if you have any feedback for us, please feel free to comment on our podcasts or email us directly at ncrpproductions@gmail.com. And we'd like to give a special shout out to our current patrons, our Season Employees of the Month, David II, F.S., Michael H., and Michael P. And of course, our Breaker of Seals, Frank H., Christopher C., Matthew K., and The Lab, trademarked. Thank you all. We truly, truly appreciate it.